This is Onalaska High School football on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Now here's Albert plowing through. Look at him go. He could go all the way. Albert Romero streaking down the left sideline to the house. He goes.
Tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers do battle with the St. Croix Central Panthers.
CRSN is your broadcast home for Onalaska High School sports throughout the 2020-21 school year, and all the action is presented to you by Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Big Al's Lacrosse, great pizza since 1979. Chiropractic Place, Family Wellness Centers, natural, gentle, and effective care. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. The Crow Lacrosse, American Gastropub, and Bourbon Bar. Noble Insurance, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Howie's Lacrosse, thank you for 75 years. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. BA Burrito Company, boldly mix mad flavors, delivered right to your door. And by Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. And by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Now, here's two guys that have been asked to wear full face masks whenever they are on camera. Rick Frankie and Scotty Grand.
Good evening. Welcome to high school football here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Rick Frankie alongside Scotty Grand. We are in Hammond, Wisconsin. We are about 2 hours and 20 minutes away from Onalaska tonight, and it's a nice cold evening for high school football.
It is, indeed.
St. Croix Central High School. This is a D4 team that has made trips to state. They have a blue chip lineman on both sides of the ball, and this is going to be a true test for the Hilltoppers tonight, Scotty.
It is. You alluded to it, Rick. They've been to state in 2016, 2017, and 2018, and they won in 2016, so they have one Division IV state title under their belt. Of course, that was under former coach Tony DeSalvo, who had a 56-9 record here in that time frame. The coach now is John Tackman, and in his second season, he was DeSalvo's defensive coordinator and assistant coach running the system now here at St. Croix Central.
Playing out of the Middle Border Conference, they're 2-1 on the season, averaging 35 points per game, allowing 16 points per game. The offense is not a passing offense; it is a running offense. And Scotty, this is a team that can definitely rack it up on the ground. They just allowed 16 points last week, so their defense is very, very solid. They were playing without a bunch of starters.
Yeah, they were down about, 6 people last week from what we had heard coming into this one. And, you talk about it, Rick, they run the football because they got a lot of big guys up front. I mean, this line averages about 240 pounds per average across the front. Of course, he highlighted by Carson Hintzman, who is the #2 ranked offensive guard / center in the country. Not just in Wisconsin, in the country.
Hence the 264 rushing yards per game thus far with 11 touchdowns on the ground. The defense, though, does tend to give up passing yards.
Yes.
Averaging 238 passing yards against and 5 touchdowns. Not as much on the ground, 136 yards per game against.
Well, and that's the thing. Can Onalaska's offense get back to that passing attack? It's been a struggle the last couple weeks, Rick, and in order for them to be successful against this Panther team, they're going to have to throw the football tonight.
Absolutely. We've got more of your Coulee Golf Bowl pregame show coming up. We'll have the coach, that's right, Tom Yashinsky, and Albert Romero will join him as well.
Roll the R's.
Well, I can't do that like Goody can, but we will have that coming up next here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CouleeGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum.
My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks, the simple thing, have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness, consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Welcome to week 4 of the Coaches Show here on the Coulee Region Sports Network, the Coulee Golf Bowl pregame show. Rick Frankie, Scotty Grant, Coach Tom Yashinsky, and Albert Romero joining us on this particular episode. Coach, let's start out like we always do about talking about last week's contest against the West Salem Panthers. I'll tell you, they came in with their very first game of the season, and I thought, you know, Coach Yen has to be pretty happy about how all that went, especially the way the game started. They were able to run the football a little bit on the defense outside of that beginning.
For the most part, though, the Hilltopper defense was outstanding yet again. But the offense, up and down. Big run by Albert Romero. Nice pass from Aiden Larson to Landon Peterson for his first touchdown catch of the season. But again, not really moving the football as we typically do as Onalaska Hilltoppers. Talk about it.
Yeah, we just weren't able to get their backside linebacker, and our run game was really the main thing. That guy was getting run-throughs all night. We just weren't coming off of a double team that we needed to come off of to pick that guy up, and it allowed him to make quite a few plays where if we weren't breaking a tackle, we weren't getting yards, and we shouldn't have to break a tackle at the line on every play. It's a block that we need to make. So that was one of the big parts of it. We probably got to open up the pass game a little bit more for Aiden. Just was a little bit hesitant with sometimes when you play with the lead, and your defense is playing really well, it lends itself to a little bit more conservative play calling because you just you trust those guys on defense, especially when we had that 9-point lead. And late in the game there, we had a really nice screen that was looking to get set up to Sampika, and he just slipped on it, and that was the reason on that fumble that Aiden got sacked and fumbled on that one was the screen was there, but Sam had slipped and Aiden held onto the ball because he didn't want to he wasn't going to throw it if Sam wasn't there to catch it. So we had some opportunities. It was just another game of missed opportunities, very similar to the Edgar one where chances were there. We had the ball down by the goal line right there in the second quarter, I believe it was, and didn't capitalize then. So we got a new short yardage package that we put in this week to hopefully fix some of those goal line miscues that we've had the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, Coach, I felt like, in those goal line situations, with the way that Albert's been running and even in general, just your offensive line at the point of attack, you think it's more of a conservative approach to maybe just feed the ball to Albert or some of the bigger backs and let them have opportunities at the goal line?
The thing that we needed was we needed to put in a play where we weren't pulling a guard. That's something that on the goal line just isn't the best strategy. So we got that in this week. We're just a ton of down blocks with a lead up and a kick out and without having to pull a guard. So I think we have a chance to punch it in down there. A little unbalanced formation with Colton playing a tight end type set and just getting some beef over there to looking to hammer it home.
This week, Coach, it's St. Croix Central, the Panthers. It's Panthers 2 weeks in a row if you're keeping score at home. This is a pretty good football team, at least they have been in the last 5 years. This is a team that's been to state. They're a D4 team. They're a team with a very, very big offensive line, and one in particular that's a big time prospect in Carson Hinsman. And I know Scotty's going to elaborate more on him. He's going to be a force on both sides of the ball. We don't know where he's going for sure, but he's going D1. Could be Wisconsin, could be Michigan, could be Alabama. I mean, he has a bunch of offers. Talk a little bit about what you expect from this team.
They're missing 17 guys the last 2 weeks. They found out an hour before their Baldwin-Woodville game that 17 kids got contact traced. They were all healthy, but they've been healthy. They all came back to practice today for the first time in 2 weeks. I coached the All-Star game in 2018, that summer of 2018, with their head coach. He was on the small schools. I was on the large school staff. So we spent the week together. So I know him pretty well. He's a great guy. So we've been texting a lot this week, and they're a ground and pound team. They're going to run it behind Heinzman 90% of the time. Their film, they run it behind that kid almost every play. 71, I think he's their left tackle or guard, is also a Division II level kid. So they definitely put their stock in running behind those guys. They're a quality football team that's really well coached, but really hard to get a read off of because you just don't know what their starting lineup is because they haven't played with their starting lineup since week one. And that was a week one game where everybody is in just a weird spot. So, I expect a physical game. I expect a game that's going to be, probably quick paced in terms of them with their option attack and grinding it out. And, it's really good competition. That's one thing that we have this year is, we kind of got the gamut of state champions with Edgar and St. Croix Central and Menominee later in the season. So you want to be a good team, you got to play good teams. So, that's kind of the schedule we've lined up this year.
Yeah, and Coach, you kind of led me to my next question with the schedule that you put together. But going back to this team that you're playing, St. Croix Central, I mean, this has been their MO for a long time. I think you know that option attack, ground and pound, they've always had a big offensive line. I know Tony DeSalvo was the former head coach. He was 56-9 in his tenure there. And now John Tackman, the guy that you alluded to, that you coached with in 2018 at the All-Star games, now the head coach, more of a defensive-minded coach, but keeps the same system. Carson Hintzman obviously is the guy that everybody's focusing on. He has 17 Division I offers. He's the number 2 ranked offensive guard in the country, not just in the state, but in the country, and the 81st overall recruit in the United States. I mean, what have you seen from him, eye-level tests that, other than film, that, kind of catches your eye about his prospects at the next level?
He's just a steamroller, I mean, as a right guard in an option offense, he's blocking down 95% of the time. And most teams are going to give them an odd front. He moves kids though. They only run trap his way, with him pulling. But he's a phenomenal offensive lineman. He's good on defense too. I think he's really the dominant force on offense, as you can tell when they run behind him. But he's an athletic kid. I saw him pulling and a kid cut him and him hop over the top of him. So, it's kind of fun to see those kids sometimes and go compete against that level of an athlete and see how you stack up. And, last year we played a whole gamut of Division I kids with the kid from Hudson, the kid from River Falls, that kid from Lake Mills obviously is a pretty darn good quarterback too. So we've played against kids that are pretty darn talented before. So I don't think our kids will be shell-shocked, which is a good spot to be in.
What kind of talk at practice has there been about playing this guy?
We talk him up, obviously, and you let kids know how good he is. But at the same time, you tell kids, other teams have blocked him. We've seen other teams block him. We don't have to do anything special in terms of you're not going to double him on every play. Your scheme is still your scheme. I'm not expecting kids to pancake him or put him on his back, and he's going to make some plays. He's really, really good. But at the same time, you have to go out and do what you've done and find some ways to you still got to run the ball. We're not going to abandon the run game just because they have a stud D lineman. So the kids know about him. They know how good he is, but we're going to go out and compete and see what happens.
It's going to be extremely cold. First time we're really going to be in the Arctic, and it's a little bit colder there in Hammond, Wisconsin than it is even here. How does that play into things? It doesn't change a ton with what we do. Obviously, if the wind gets going, then it hurts the passing game a little bit. But the cold itself isn't the biggest issue. I think you kind of forget about that once you get going, especially the players do anyways, that are in the game. So that's not, you add a little bit other elements into it, then that starts to factor in. But that's what we get. It should be week 9 of the football season. So it's kind of the weather we get the rest of the way here. Scott, you got anything else for Coach on this matchup?
No, I think you've covered everything. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's move on to the next huge monster run last week. 54 yards to the house. Had to be extremely happy. I know the answer is you were happy.
Well, when I got the ball, I turned the corner, I got through my hole, and I saw him in my way, and I was going, and it would have slowed me down if I cut, so I just decided to run him over. And then there were a bunch of people around me grabbing me, and they didn't go for my legs, so eventually I got through. And as soon as I got into the open field, I knew I had it.
You look pretty happy, and you had reason to be. Also on defense, you're a monster in that position as well. Which do you like better, running the rock out of the backfield or tackling guys? Which is your favorite part of the game?
I personally like running the ball because I like being part of the scoreboard, but I love tackling because I've been doing it for 2 years. It's just something. And,
rarely do we ever call a block the BA Burrito play of the game. But, Dalkey was getting to us big time in the pass rush. How'd you feel about stopping him cold? Because it seemed to give the team some momentum to get back in that football game.
It was great. I know he's a good player. He's been doing it all game, getting in the backfield. I was trying to get aligned with him, which was my job, to stop him. And I messed up a couple times. But the one time I did stop him, I felt good because I knew that was my job, and I did a good job.
Yes, you did. I got one more for you, and then I'm going to give it over to Scotty Grant for a couple of questions. you have recently become an American citizen, Dominican Republic. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Well, when I first came here, all I knew was Spanish, and it took a while for me to really adapt to the culture here. But eventually I learned, and like just left me pretty much. Like, you can't really tell now, but I am bilingual. I still speak Spanish with my dad and stuff.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations. Scotty, go ahead with Albert, will you?
Yeah, Albert, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of Rick's last question a little bit. You know, obviously playing football with these guys that you've known for 4 years probably helped you with you transitioning to the States. I guess talk about that. Talk about the barriers maybe you faced and how you overcame those. Was football one of those reasons?
Football was kind of like, once I got here, it was just all school for me. So all I knew was the kids from Irving Perch and all that. And football really, when I got to the middle schools, when I learned, I got to meet a lot of new people. And football is where like I met a lot of new friends, and that's where I could like interact with people and stuff. Because in school, I was like separated from other people since I was like not from here, you know. So yeah. Football really it was a gateway for finding new friends.
You know, whenever I watch you run, I think Rick would agree, and Yash, I mean, you have a very patient running style. You're not one of those running backs, you know, when you're growing up and learning the position that you just want to go. You take the ball and you just want to go. You're very patient. You wait for your blocks to talk about that. Is that just an instinctual thing for you, or is it just the vision that you see as the game passes you by?
Well, that's what we're taught. We're taught to wait till the quarterback catches the ball. We have to see our hole, and if it's not there, we're going to have to do what we need to do to get where we need to go. So, like, if the hole is clogged up, we got to get outside. I did that in one of the plays in the last game where the hole got clogged up and I had to go on the outside, and I got a couple yards out of that.
One last thing with you, Albert. When we're at a home game Friday night under the lights and you make a big tackle or you make a touchdown run, Goody says your name a certain way. He rolls the R's. How do you like that?
I love it. I feel like it's different, you know. It's not like something that anybody else gets. So I love it.
It is. It's awesome. I every time he does it, I think it's fantastic. We enjoy it. We get it on the broadcast. Coach, let's get back over to you here real quick as we get ready for kickoff, taking on St. Croix Central. Any final words about this matchup tonight?
You know, it's just exciting. That's the one thing about this season that, with all the difficulties that come with it, but something that's kind of unique is we get to play some uncommon teams. There's not a lot of seasons where you know, you get to go play, you know, 3 state championship level teams. We don't have an opponent for next week yet, so we're still looking. You know, I mean, it's kind of fun to go play some teams that you haven't played before and see how you stack up. And you know, the other thing that's fun about this is going to play some coaching friends along the way, and some guys that I have good relationships with. And, you know, like Coach Tackman at St. Croix Central, talk to him often. And then I got week 7, I talked to Coach Labuda from Menominee often. So it's just good to be able to play some of these guys that you respect a lot, and see how you stack up and see how your teams stack up, and just let it be a friendly competition.
Well, best of luck against the Panthers tonight. Kickoff is next here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Rick and Scotty back with you from St. Croix Central High School in Hammond, Wisconsin, as we get set for a battle between the Panthers, the Pink Panthers tonight. Breast cancer awareness. They've got the pink socks and the Pink Panther at the center of the field, and some of the Hilltoppers, of course, sporting some pink as well. 2-2-1 teams. D3, D4. It should be a very good battle between these two teams tonight. Scotty, we've got to take one more break here in our Coulee Golf Bowl pregame. We'll come back and get ready for kickoff right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Coulee region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeups, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only. The October F-Bomb is the Jamaican Jerk Mon. Your choice of pork or chicken with all the BA goodness and special tangy jerk sauce. Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
Rick and Scotty back with you from St. Croix Central High School. It is a nippy night for football. We're in the bleachers. We're running off MiFi. I hope you're getting our stream tonight, and I hope you're enjoying our pregame as it's coming to a close, getting closer and closer to kick off the clock on this fantastic scoreboard with a visual video screen on it, much like they have at UWL. Is impressive. Says about 4 minutes till we get to kickoff. Scotty, what are your keys to the game tonight?
Well, for Onalaska, I mean, they got to get the offense going. I think the last couple weeks it's been a struggle, not a lot of consistency. Aiden Larson needs to have better command of the offense, which we'll hope that he does tonight. Keep giving it to Romero. Let him run that football. I mean, he had a great week last week. He's been consistent all year and such great vision and power, and defensively make this team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes turn the ball over. I mean, that's a big thing tonight. St. Croix Central doesn't really give up a lot of turnovers. They're very consistent offensively. Onalaska's got to disrupt that flow of that offense.
Yeah, Aiden's been dealing quite a bit with a bad finger, which has been a little bit swollen, and I think affected his game just a little bit. But using those feet, that's one of the things that makes him a very dangerous quarterback. Yes. And finding some more touch on those passes. And you got a guy who's going to duplicate the numbers he had against Toma in week 1. His numbers on the season, 30 for 59. That's 51%, 385 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the ground, 23 for 59, 2.6 per carry and 1 touchdown. Albert Romero has really been having success as of late. The power rusher, I call him Thunder and Lightning because Michael Saverin is the lightning portion of that duo. But Romero's numbers, 35 carries for 231 yards, 6.6 per carry and 3 touchdowns. Michael Saverin, another senior, 32 for $180, 5.6 and 1 touchdown. Those guys are going to be key tonight, but from what I'm to understand, Coach Yashinsky and Coach Techman are friends. They know each other, and there's a good chance that Coach Yash going to bring out some trickery tonight.
Yeah, I could see that happening. And again, with Romero, the big thing with him is yards after contact. I wish there was a stat with that, to kind of see yards after contact. But he's going to get tested tonight. I think this offensive line for Onalaska is going to get tested, and that's been the strength of this team this season. So we'll have to see how that goes. But, man, I tell you what, this is going to be a very interesting power matchup in the trenches tonight between both teams.
Just give you some numbers here on the offense for the Panthers. Taden Holzer, a quarterback, 14 for 17, 82% passing. Doesn't throw the ball a lot, clearly, but 191 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. On the ground, though, 49 for 210, 4.3 per carry, 4 touchdowns, and 1 fumble. Now, Mason Dato, has 40 carries for 183 yards, 4.6 per carry, 1 touchdown. But it's Gabe Seiler on both sides of the ball. On offense, rushing the football, 42 for 279, 6.6 and 4 touchdowns, 7 catches for $123. Really, he's the main target if they throw the football out of the backfield. And 1 touchdown there. Outside of that, just a smattering of completions to the tight ends.
Well, like you said with Seiler, I mean, you look at the yards on the ground, but then the receiving clip, 17-6 a clip. I mean, so this guy can do it all, and he's going to be their offensive weapon tonight to focus in on if you're the Hilltoppers. But, again, it all centers around Carson Hintzman and that offensive line. That is a big group of hog mollies, as we like to call them back in the 80s. I mean, they average about 240 pounds up front. I know that they're missing their starting center tonight, I believe number 65. He is out tonight. I'm trying to get a name on here, Rick. I'm sorry. But I did see that he was not playing tonight. Or 56, Joshua Bear. He will not be in tonight.
Yeah, but if we're going to talk about big hog mollies, number 71, junior Ben Neatfeld, 6'5", 250. They're going to have their hands full tonight.
Yes.
This line has been impressive, and I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. We're getting closer to it. We're going to take, I think, are they ready to do the anthem here, or should we take one quick commercial break? We're going to do one more quick break here, and then we'll be back with kickoff in just a moment on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
How about that party last night?
Woo! It was fun, but that's a lot of trash. I just don't know if I can do it.
Come on, are you a trash can or a trash can't?
I'm a trash can.
You're a what?
I'm a trash can!
Say it proud.
Can!
Hey, you gonna eat that?
More like potassium. Am I right? Or am I right?
That's a good one.
It's brown, but it tastes yellow.
Rick and Scotty with you from St. Croix Central High School. The public address announcer is making some quick announcements here, and I believe our anthem will begin here momentarily as we get to our feet.
That you will use social distancing and wear your mask while attending our events. National anthem, performed by Carly Hattrick, playing her mellophone.
Nicely done. A little bit of a technical difficulty with the speakers, but nonetheless, we are getting closer to kickoff.
Well, we know about wireless equipment and what the dangers can bring with that from time to time.
we certainly do. We're at the we're in the internet gods. We're praying to them today because we're running on MiFi today, so that's not the typical situation.
Well, that thing's like military encrypted, Rick. Compared to the thing you used to have, man, that thing's a steamroller.
It's sitting between us here, right next to the press box. I hope it's working.
That's where the heat's coming from.
I hope we're all good. Hilltoppers obviously going to want to get off to a great start. It is currently, I'd say it's probably pretty close to the freezing mark. Not quite there yet.
Yeah.
We're expecting to get down into the upper 20s tonight.
26 is what I saw yesterday, and that dropped gradually over the last 3 days. So you really don't know what it's going to be. About 8 o'clock tonight is when we expect it to be at its coldest.
They're introducing the Panthers right now. I did want to thank a couple of our great sponsors. We can't bring you these broadcasts without the great businesses that support these broadcasts. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Our thanks also to Big Al's Lacrosse. Great pizza since 1979. And Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, natural, gentle, and effective care. That's just to name a couple of our great sponsors. We'll be talking more about others throughout the evening.
Absolutely.
So as they continue to roll through the introductions of the Panthers, the Hilltoppers are on their sideline. And I don't know if you had a chance to see who is going to receive to start this game.
I did not. I was trying to kind of catch things as they went, but we were kind of paying attention to the stream and what was going on with that as well. So like you said, Rick, we're trying to make sure everything's up and running here tonight.
We want to thank Jeff Ross, who made the trip up here to St. Croix Central to run our camera tonight. He always does a marvelous job. Of course, you can watch all the archives back on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and you'll get immediate notifications as soon as Coulee Region Sports Network goes live anytime. And I know that coming up next week, there's some major sporting events for Onalaska High School and the boosters. I know they're looking into possibly having the soccer regionals next Thursday.
That'd be huge.
I know Sue Peterson was looking into that, so that's very possible that may be streamed, and we'll let you know. Obviously, you'll see that on the boosters site, as well as we'll make sure that you know about it on Coulee Region Sports Network. Hilltoppers making their way. It looks like they're going to kick off, and that Panther offense is going to get its first opportunity. And we already talked about the potent offensive line and the strong running game. You know, it's an offense kind of similar to Holman, which we see so
a double
often.
wing, a double wing option, and you know they're pretty proficient with it. They do like to. Seiler's the guy you got to watch because they'll run him off the edge, they'll run him inside. And again, you brought it up. Botcher has some talent running the football as well. Number 14, the quarterback, he does show a decent arm when he gets to throw from time to time, from what I saw on film. But again, the centerpiece of this team is the offensive line. You will see guards and centers getting to the second level quicker than you would normally in a high school football game here tonight.
I want to thank Nick Lowry for subscribing to our Coulee Region Sports Network YouTube channel. That's awesome. All right, here we go. The kickoff from Ben Foss. Taken at the 5-yard line. And the Panthers with a good return out across the 25 to the 30, and the Hilltoppers with a hit there, and that's where things will start out for the St. Croix Central Panthers.
Yeah, Joel McCrane right there on the return for the Panthers, and they'll start at the 31 here.
McCrane and Seiler typically back on kick returns and punt returns. Now to try to pick up that option offense out of the backfield. Not always the easiest thing to pick up the numbers. Give going to be right side. Hilltoppers not able to get him down, and it's a sprint down the right sideline and a first down and about a 15-yard carry here as the ball's taken up to midfield. Seiler, the ball carrier, we talked about him in the pregame.
Yeah, showing some good wheels right there, Rick, and a good pitch on the outside. And again, you run that option offense to really throw off the linebackers, and that time Onalaska kind of got stuck in the middle.
So first down on the first play for the Panthers. The ball at midfield. And no surprise, they're going to run that football again, but this time the Hilltoppers stack it up at the line of scrimmage. Multiple tacklers in for Onalaska.
Yeah, good read that time. Coming in to clean up on the end was Connor Johansson.
Connor Johansson, a 6-foot, 200-pound junior, and he's put up some decent numbers on the season. Yeah,
I mean he's got a really good react to the ball. Johansson is not afraid to mix it up inside, which is something you like to see from an outside linebacker. And he's good, and he's very good in the pass game as well.
11 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Here again, another handoff left side, and that's going to be a first down as this Panther offense able to pull off the quarterback keeper. And Taden Holzer gets the yardage and moves the chains again.
Yeah, Holzer that time, a good read that time, just taking it himself, for the yardage. And again, that's the thing with this option. That's why there's options. I mean, you take it yourself or you pitch it, depends on where the outside game is played.
1st and 10 as they're in Onalaska territory. This time to the outside. Taden Holzer again with the keeper. He's going to pick up a couple of yards on the play, give him 2.
Yeah, Holzer with the carry. River Zumak with a nice tackle that time. Coming up from that middle linebacker spot.
There's River Sumac, was profiled on the Coulee Region Sports Network Senior Profiles this week, and having a good season on defense. The middle linebacker with 17 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 fumble recovery.
It's your lovely wife's birthday tomorrow, isn't it? And I know she's been doing those profiles for us.
That is.
Does a great job.
Correct.
Nice play on the inside.
Running game plugs ahead as Holzer carries it for a 6-yard gain. Actually the spot is only 3. It looked like the ball is a little bit further than that, but.
Yes, Sam Pika coming in with a nice tackle again, and Onalaska's starting to figure out this inside trap that they like to run on this option. The catch is, the trick to it is then, keeping the outside contained with the defensive ends and the outside linebackers.
3rd and 5 now from the 34 of Onalaska. And the pitch to the near side. Hilltoppers with good pursuit. They're able to rip down Seiler, and Seiler to be short of the first down.
Yeah, Savrin doing a good job outside corner that time. And then I tell you what, Hudson Weber, he's done a great job of that free safety spot, and that time coming in to make a great play. And again, that's the thing about the option that you have to watch is keeping that outside contained. That time the Hilltoppers did a fantastic job.
So 4th down and 5 yards to go here for the Panthers.
They're going for it.
They are going for it. And that doesn't surprise me here. I think they're pretty confident in what their defense can do. Hilltopper defense getting ready. Pass. Holzer overthrows his receiver.
Like you said, by Holzer. Nonetheless, though, it was good coverage on the outside. Hudson Weber came up from that safety spot and was right on Seiler if he caught the ball.
Now the Hilltoppers offense gets their first opportunity of the night. 8:29 left here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Of course, Aiden Larson under center.
Another great start for the Onalaska defense, Rick.
Hilltoppers without Landon Peterson tonight. Going to see a bunch of different sets here. Quick step, throw to the outside, completes the pass, and down the left sideline for a Hilltopper first down. That looked like about 14 on the play. And I think, was that Nicky Odom?
It was Nick Odom that time. Nice little bubble screen to number 24, setting that up, using that speed.
The new glasses haven't come yet, Scotty. You're going to have to cover me again tonight.
Well, I noticed no sponsorship on the side, so I figured that was the case.
Yeah.
With no new glasses.
That's right. Hilltoppers get a first down. Ball now at the 46-yard line. And got a flag thrown as Savrin takes it to the near sideline, makes a nice turn, and gets up near the first down marker, but that flag came out early, and that's most likely going to go against the Hilltoppers. We'll see.
Yeah, it might be a legal procedure or somebody not set, a legal motion.
Flag on the play.
While they're looking into things here, want to thank another one of our great sponsors, Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Also, thanks to Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence.
A legal procedure on the Onalaska offense. It'll back them up.
Penalty against the Hilltoppers.
That does not come as a surprise, Scotty.
No, not when it's that early in the play. And, there was too bad. It was a decent run. Good blocking down the field by Albert Romero coming out to help his buddy Savrin.
When you're in the bleachers and your crowd mic is right next to the fans, you may hear all kinds of interesting conversations. You just never know.
Yeah, this is true. Like what's going on at Shuggy's.
Hey, we saw Shuggy's when we came in. It looked like an interesting place.
Yes. If Sugar Daddy meant Huggy Bear, you'd get a Shuggy.
Right. A Starsky and Hutch reference.
That's right.
So it'll be a 5-yard loss on the penalty. So 1st and 15 here for the Hilltoppers. And that's going to be Albert up the middle. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Good defensive stop by the Panthers.
Yeah, it was a good tackle that time.
Romero with the carry.
Romero that time just ran into a brick wall. It was Jaden Goodwin at that middle linebacker spot. The 5'10", 180-pound junior.
First series for the Hilltoppers. Now they'll have 2nd down and 12. 7:06 and counting left first quarter. Glad you're with us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Motion as Dane Woods moves to the left side. Now the throw down the left sideline. Aiden Larson put it there, but just came in and out of the hands of his intended receiver.
Yeah, Hudson Weber had him beat that time too, and I don't know if he lost track of the football because the throw, like you said, Rick, was right there.
I don't think he can throw it much better than that.
No, that was a good throw that time.
Aiden Larson put it there. It is a crisp night, and you might see a couple of drops.
It's harder to catch the football in these conditions. There's no question about it, but, you know, playing football, you prepare for this through the years.
Absolutely.
You know what you're getting into.
3rd down and 12 now after the incomplete pass. Larson sees some pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Wow, good blitz that time.
Looks like that was Mason Dado got in there, the linebacker. Senior, 5'11", 200 pounds. We talked about him in the pregame. He'll also get the ball to carry every now and then on offense.
Yeah, Dado did a good job coming off the edge, like you said, Rick. And Larson tried to get some time. He moved around in the pocket a little bit, but that pocket collapsed rather quickly.
Both defenses do the job, and now the Hilltoppers set up to punt. And this should be a Pika punt. Good snap. And Pika with the kick. It's got some hang time. Taken at the 35. And
Reverse.
the Hilltoppers didn't see that. Reverse handoff. Good trickery there by the Panthers. And they're able to get it out across the 40 to the 41.
Yeah, set up very nicely that time. Good job on special teams, though, by the Hilltoppers. That's why you stay in your lane when you play special teams, because in those instances, if somebody's out of position, Seiler's going maybe all the way to the end zone.
Well, they have them up to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll give the Panthers the football there. Nice trickeration on the punt return, and 6:04 left first quarter, no score. Second series here for St. Croix Central. And the pitch to Seiler. Seiler tries to get ahead, and the Hilltoppers defense right there to meet him.
You know, Onalaska's defense, you know, we've talked about it, Rick. They have really played well here through the season and again. And I think the strongest thing that you see is their pursuit to the edges has been excellent in every game we've seen. Of course, Seiler had that big run early in this game, but ever since then, Onalaska's been very aware of when they're running that pitch.
Seiler picks up 1 on the last play. So 2nd and 9 here now for the Panthers.
Inside.
This time Dado, I believe. And he's
Nice
going to be
tackle.
stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Hilltoppers all over the place, and once again a pumped up Connor Johansson.
Johansson blew that up immediately. He came up and read that. Little help from Cody Skifton to clean that up, but a great play by the Hilltopper linebacker who's flashed very, very early in this one.
Hitting the 5-minute mark here, remaining in the first quarter, and we've got a 3rd and 8 now for St. Croix Central.
Man, this hand warmer feels pretty good right now. Switch back and forth. Different hand warmer.
This is the most fans I've seen at a game so
It
far
is.
this season.
It is.
And the throw. Holzer almost intercepted. It is! Great interception here by the Hilltoppers. And to the sideline they go. Ben Foss with his 2nd pick of the season. He got up there, tipped it up in the air, and was able to haul it down.
Foss did a good job. They were trying to run a deep post that time, and he wasn't fooled. Stayed in the area in that cover 2, tipped it up, and got that interception, and that's a turnover. We talked about it, Rick. That's how you stop this Panther offense, is make them turn the ball over.
So back out comes the Hilltopper offense. Neither team able to get a whole lot going. For Holzer, that was his 2nd pick of the season. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Michael Savrin trying to get to the outside. He's got great wheels. He cuts down the sideline, 1st down, and finally knocked out of bounds after a pick of about 13.
Yeah, great job that time by Savrin to get the edge. And again, you know, you talk about it, he's been doing it all year. Colton Hogum, that time holding down the edge that time to spring that play. Great wheels by Savrin.
First that Hilltopper offensive line, left tackle Colton Hogum, left guard Sam Wallace, Eric Franke the center, Caleb Yang at right guard, and Grayson Thog-Martin at right tackle.
Definitely the strength of this Hilltopper offense, much like the Panthers, so a lot of similarities there.
1st and 10, ball to 39-yard line of St. Croix Central. Got flag thrown there as that play will never develop. Let's get it back to Hilltoppers up again.
And these are the things we talked about, Rick. You know, the rhythm of the offense. You get that big play, and then you have a penalty or some kind of hiccup in the offense that really throws off the rhythm. It's not the annexation of Puerto Rico.
I'm guessing not. I think you're right about that one, Scotty. 1st and 15. The Hilltoppers send Matty Burnett to the wide out right. Rolling, looking, high pass. It'll be incomplete. Little off target there. He was looking for Michael Skemp.
Still got to bring that in, though, Rick. I mean, it was on his hands. I mean, I get it, but you got to bring that in. It was a good design play, a good rollout. You know, those are, again, you got to get that rhythm down.
2nd and 15. Ball at the 44-yard line of St. Croix Central. Can see my breath.
These hand warmers are still working good.
I haven't been able to grab mine in a while. Holding the roster. Here's Romero running over a couple of tacklers. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Eventually wrapped up.
Guess who?
And no surprise.
Carson Hintzman.
Hintzman was there. Tough guy to move.
He is. You know, and we talked about it, 17 Division I offers, mostly offensive line as a guard center. Heavily recruited right now between Wisconsin, Iowa, and Michigan, I believe, are the top 3 schools that I saw. Love to see him be a Badger, honestly, if I were to pick. But
of course. Are they finally in action tomorrow?
I thought they played tomorrow. I'll have to take a look.
3rd down and 12 here for the Hilltoppers.
Nice play.
And it's going to be a keeper to the outside this time, and I don't know if he's going to get all the way to the 1st down marker, but definitely a gallant effort.
Yeah, it was a good run that time. Good design quarterback keep, get a couple yards, and I'm sure the Hilltoppers are going to go for it here. Have the confidence in that defense.
Let's see, looks like probably about 4 yards to go here. So 4th and 4 for the Hilltoppers. Hurry up offense. 2:24 and counting, 1st quarter. Big play, biggest one thus far here in this game. Here's Larson to throw.
Quick
Fires
slant
over the middle, and he completes the pass. 1st down, Hilltoppers.
Great play design, quick slant route that time. Great catch.
That's Burnett's first catch of the season.
Yeah, he showed some good hands there, Rick. That throw was right on the numbers, and Burnett brought that in nicely.
Matty Burnett, 5'11", 150, a sophomore, in his first varsity start.
The old right side flood play right there.
Yep. Here again, Larson slings it out to the left side. Got a flag and tried to cut back inside there. Scotty can pick up a number maybe.
Pass is complete. There's a flag on the play.
That was Nicky Odom.
Yeah, it was Odom again. They tried the bubble screen, and I don't think that offensive line was set when they called it. Yeah,
So,
illegal motion.
A few too many flags. We're going to ask Coach Yash what's going on here with the penalties. He's not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not. And, you know, again, you got to keep that momentum rolling, and those little things just throw everything off.
So you back up again. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day. 1st and 15. Larson had some pressure, slug it outside to Nicky Odom. Odom strips a tackle. Odom's got wheels down the right sideline, then cuts back inside. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Nicky Odom, what a move down the sideline. Peter.
We were waiting for that all year from Nicky Odom. He has that kind of ability after the catch, good rollout play design, and I don't think the Panthers were prepared for the speed after the catch because Nicky Odom just made a lot of those guys look like they were standing still on that touchdown run.
That was one heck of a run by Nicky Odom. Impressive. Now the Hilltoppers will attempt the 1-point conversion. Ben Foss will handle the kicking duties as per usual. $1:34 left here in quarter number 1.
Those cars are deep enough, right?
Sometimes he can get it there.
Yeah, he can.
Got to have all the elements come together. Snap, set, and kick. And things look pretty good. And between the uprights and good. The Hilltoppers up 7-0 on St. Croix Central here in quarter number 1 with $1:34 left. Back in just a moment here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. We're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you.
Rick and Scotty back with you from St. Croix Central High School as the Hilltoppers get a nice run out of Nicky Odom on a short pass from Aiden Larson and into the end zone. He strolls the last second cut as he came in. He made the perfect move. Deep kick by Foss taken at near the goal line, and the Hilltoppers special teams come out and deliver a nice hit on the return. That was Joel McGrain again, running back the kick. Senior, 5'9", 155. So the Hilltoppers get the turnover, then they turn it into points.
Yeah, and that's big. That's what, again, that's how you really stop this team. And I think the defense for Onalaska has done a tremendous job so far against this double wing option.
Tremendous amount of football still to be played. Hilltopper's going to see that running play again. And again, we talked about the fact that it's a perennial battle between Holman and Onalaska, and they're used to seeing this kind of an offense. But still, sooner or later, we saw that early big run. If he can get to the outside on us, that's where the danger comes.
Yeah, and again, that's really the responsibility of the defensive ends to really pay attention to make sure they're not crashing too hard, trying to make something happen. They've got to be disciplined in this type of offense.
Under a minute left here in the first quarter, 7-0 Hilltoppers. Second play in this series here for the Panthers. Nice run to the end. This is what I just talked about, as it's a streaking run down the left sideline. It is 95, Colin Fisher, who took it almost all the way in, finally knocked down at the last second by a speedy Hudson Weber. If not, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good design that time. And again, we talked about it, that pitch out, kind of a jet sweep out of that double wing, and Fisher, good blocking on the outside, was able to spring that nicely.
Fisher came in with 7 carries, 37 yards, 5.3 per carry, and 1 fumble. But boy, he just he tripled his yardage.
Yeah, he sure did
on that last play.
That was a great design play there by St. Croix Central.
So now they're in the red zone, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 9. Answering quickly, Seiler hit before he gets into the end zone. He'll be stopped at about the 2.
Yeah, Seiler that time, and Ratty was the one to make the stop.
Oh, no, not the 2. There's, again, my vision with my glasses from this angle. It's not. It wasn't on the 2. It was a 4-yard gain, I think, something close to it.
Comes the end of the first, Rick.
That is indeed the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter action. The Panthers knocking at the door. Hilltoppers up 7-0 here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
And we've had many customers for 50 years, the same customers.
I like to call some of our customers charter customers. They were ones that Grandpa worked for, Dad's been to their house, and now I visit their homes. Sometimes I work for their children or even their grandchildren. It's a really nice connection with community, really.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
So the Panthers of St. Croix Central knocking on the door. They are in the red zone and just 6 yards out from trying to tie this football game up. Hilltoppers had a fantastic touchdown from Nicky Odom, thrown by Aiden Larson, but coming right back was Colin Fisher with a huge run here by the Panthers, and now they're just outside the end zone. They'll try plunging it in. Hilltoppers are there, standing strong. And they'll take care of business there defensively. Like one of our guys got knocked back into the end zone, and the block was that Hintzman that hit him back?
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. Hintzman did get to the second level, so it's very possible. But that time, really good job by Pika, Angelini, and again, Ben Tracy in that interior to really snuff that run out.
So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Good job by the Hilltoppers. They're going to try to shut this down again. Obviously, if they don't get in, Panthers going to try this again on 4th down. Here's the pitch to the outside. Hilltoppers, Cody Skifton makes the play and drives Seiler out of bounds.
How about the toughness by Skifton to stick with it even after that stiff arm by Seiler? That was a tough run by Seiler, but Skifton just stuck with him and forced him out of bounds.
That's actually Cody Skifton with the play to knock him out of bounds. Ball at the 5-yard line, just outside the 5. So that was actually a loss of just a half a yard. This is huge. Once again, if this defense can shut them down here from this position on the field after that huge run, this would be a huge momentum getter. You can see Gino Angelini is pumped up.
Getting them fired up now.
Gino says, run my way, run my way. Holzer gives it left side. Hilltoppers defense not able to get him, and into the end zone they go. The Panthers, I believe that's Fisher again. And it's now a 7-6 football game, taking it in from 5 yards out.
Yeah, that was a good run. Actually, it was the quarterback, Holzer, just kept it himself and took it in that time. And, he just kind of double backed, and I don't know if it looked like there was a missed tackle on the outside, and he just cut it back in for the touchdown for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure which number that was that got in. A lot of misdirection because the Hilltoppers thought they had him.
Well,
I thought they had him.
That's the thing about this option.
There's that kick right up and good between the uprights, and we're all tied up. 7-7, 11-11 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more action here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is? Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
So the St. Croix Central Panthers answer with a touchdown of their own in from 5 yards out, and the extra point good. We're all tied up 7-7 with 11-11 left here in the first half.
It's nights like tonight. I'm glad I put on that Big L's pizza weight, Rick. I'm not. It's just so good.
Is that what you call yours?
That's right.
Okay.
They got those new pan-style pizzas over there. You can choose from 6 of the mouth-watering favorites or build your own. And stop by for a post-game meal. Enjoy one of those new feature pizzas that was made to be enjoyed by the team and family. Go Hilltoppers. Big L's downtown La Crosse.
All right, here we go. There's the boots. A nice deep kick. And the Hilltoppers looking to get it to the near sideline. Couple nice moves there. As Gillis on the return.
Kickoff return by Gillis. Up past the
Now
1-yard line.
let's see if Onalaska can answer. Had the big play on that last offensive drive, and they've done pretty well for the most part. Just the hiccups with the penalties, I think, would be the only thing you would say they need to really fix at this point.
1st and 10 from the 23. Hilltoppers were able to score on a Nicky Odom touchdown reception from Aiden Larson. And unofficially, Holzer, the 5-yard touchdown run. Although I thought it was Fisher, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's Romero. Oh, look at Albert trucking and moving ahead. Nice carry there. About 6, it looks like.
Yeah, it was a nice run. And again, you know, showing that patience. He waited just a bit and then kind of went right off of that backside of the center on the trap. And nice run by Albert.
Gain of 7 on the play.
So give him 7. It'll be second down and a short 3 here for the Hilltoppers. Again, Romero in the backfield.
Wow.
And he's going to get the first down. And
Romero with the carry.
gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He just explodes through the hole, does he not?
I think Gabe Seiler was wishing he wasn't there to take that second effort by Albert. And we talked about it. You know, 210 pounds, and he's just got good acceleration.
Had that conversation in our pregame show. Albert, what a nice young man he is. Here's Aiden with the keeper. He'll get ahead for 3.
Good mix-up with that time with the read option. I think, you know, that's how you keep these guys off track. And that time,
tackle made by Goodwin.
Yeah, Goodwin on the tackle. Hintzman in there as well.
He was. He looked like he was having some words with thought. So he got second and about 7 here after the 3-yard pickup by Aiden Larson. Larson looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, comes up the middle. He gets hit, but he gets ahead, evades the sack. Hintzman there tripped him up.
Yeah, kind of like you said, he broke out, tried to get a couple yards. Hintzman right there, a good closing speed for defensive tackle that time.
You don't normally like a 1-yard gain, but when you have a chance to be sacked and you get out there and you at least pick up a yard.
Positive plays is what you want.
Was a good effort by Aiden Larson. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Larson throwing deep down the left sideline. He's got Hudson Weber in stride. Hudson Weber, touchdown, Hilltoppers. I see no flags down on the field. A beautiful chuck and a beautiful catch. 60 yards, and the Hilltoppers take the lead.
Yeah, how about that? Stride for stride. Great throw by Larson. Weber, man, I tell you what, he definitely off the line of scrimmage had Joel McCrane beat and coming over to help with Seiler, but he was too late. Touchdown Hilltoppers.
This is Aiden Larson week 1.
It was.
Repeat.
This is definitely what he looked like against Tomah.
And it's a big game to have that. And he has had it here in the first half. He had a couple that were just a little off, one that was dropped that was perfect. But this is definitely Aiden the way he played week 1 against Tomah.
Again, give credit to that O-line. They gave him the protection and the time to throw it.
Pretty passing play, 60 yards. And that kick is a rocket end over end between the uprights and good.
Extra point is good.
Hilltoppers take a 14-7 lead with 9:01 left here in the first half on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
I was really excited when I was able to get my master plumbers 10 years ago to be a 3rd-generation master plumber in Wisconsin. Grandpa always wanted us to be complete plumbers. You know, we don't specialize in one thing or the other. You know, we can install your septic system one day, repair toilets the next day, plumbing residential homes, commercial buildings.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if you want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Tonight it's been the passing game for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. 2 touchdowns, Nicky Odom, and most recently Hudson Weber from Aiden Larson. After a couple nice runs by Albert Romero, and now it's a low line drive kick for the Hilltoppers. Juggled there at the 7, then a couple of nice moves up the left side, finally taken down slow. Let's see.
It looked like it was Johansson.
And I'm going to take a look and see if I can pick it up. But, of course, they got the white numbers, the error on the jerseys that they kind of messed up there, so you can't see a shoulder. Try to pick it up for you here, but obviously checking things out.
I think the wind might be knocked out here. Hopefully that's it.
Very possible. see. I'm going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more football on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Buying a home is a big decision, and Ultra helped us feel confident with our purchase.
The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease.
With Ultra, I feel right at home.
Our members tell it best. With the perfect blend of experienced lenders and local service, Ultra can get you into the home you love your way. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
So it was Nicky Odom. He did get up on his own accord and able to get back to the sideline, so that's good news for the Hilltoppers. 1st and 10 from the 34 here for the Panthers, and a running play picking up what looks to be about 5 yards.
Wow. Jeez.
That was Dato with the ball carrier.
Right behind Carson Hintzman, who pushed around probably 2 or 3 people in that second level to make that happen. And, again, there's a reason why that he's being scouted so heavily across the country. You don't see 280-pound linemen move like he does at the high school level, and it's impressive.
We wanted to see him, and he is as advertised. 7-yard pickup in the last play for Dato. This time,
nice
the
play.
Hilltopper's going to get it in the backfield.
Pika.
That was Sam Pika with the tackle, and that's going to be a loss.
Tackle made by Pika.
Yeah, Pika's done a great job this year defensively. He's been one of those guys that has the ability to read and react very well. And tell you what, he doesn't get tackles broken on him that often. Good wrap up.
Great future as a sophomore, outside linebacker.
And a Pika punt.
And a Pika punter as well.
From time to time, yes.
Of course, Nick Pika. Everyone remembers Nick. Pitch, outside Seiler. Hilltoppers see him, he fumbled the football. Big hit there. I didn't see the number of the truck that ran over Seiler, and the Hilltoppers take over.
Was it Gillis? I think it was Gillis, number 20.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
That youngster can play. Some of these sophomores stepping up big time here tonight.
Yeah, it looked like it was Gillis or Zumach that time that made that play. And, Seiler, I don't know if he's hurt because he took quite a hit from Romero. And I know on that pass play deep to Weber, he kind of crouched down, like something was bothering him after that. So I don't know if something is wrong with him.
I don't know. Till the new glasses come, Scotty, I'm just going to guess who made that hit. But it was like a truck. That ball came flying out of Seiler's hands. Larson going to throw again. Left sideline. Hudson Weber.
Good
nice coverage. Beautiful coverage. That was McGrain on the coverage.
Yeah, McGrain doing a good job that time. Weber, that you trying to use that height advantage on him, and McGrain getting his hand in there to knock it away.
Well, there's a reason McGrain's back on kick returning duties because he can fly.
Yeah, he's got great speed. And as a corner, great recovery speed right there showing it. Step for step.
I didn't see from the very beginning when Hudson Weber caught that touchdown pass whether McGrain was with him the last time because I think they might have switched that up.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's not going anywhere. Just a
Ahead
for a yard possibly there on the quarterback keeper for Aiden Larson. 7:08 and counting here in the first half. 14-7. Onalaska Hilltoppers with the lead.
Well, here's the thing, though, having Ben Foss, though, is, you don't convert here and you decide not to go for it on 4th down. This is within his area for a field goal possibly once you get in between the 30 and maybe the 25. If not, I say you're going for it on 4th down.
Got a 3rd down and 8. And we'll look to try to find a seam here. Not going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, Hintzman that time coming across the formation to make the play on Savern. Looked like he had a crease for a minute, closed quickly.
4th down, the Hilltoppers most likely going to go for it unless they want to try a field goal. It's
within
possible
it's
Ben
in.
Foss can hit from that distance, but I think they're going to remain out there. 4th and 4. Hilltoppers going to move further into St. Croix Central territory. Larson on his feet, throws to the outside, tipped off the hands, incomplete to Nicky Odom. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The pass might have been a little behind him, but catchable.
It was catchable. Odom just kind of lost track of it that time and, tried that play in the flat just for an easy 1st down. Turnover on downs, and here come the Panthers again.
Good football game here tonight from St. Croix Central High School.
Absolutely.
A crisp night here in October.
Crisp is an understatement.
Well, it could be worse. At least there's like more people around to make it a little warmer.
That's true. Build a fire. Sing some songs.
So again, it's going to be Panther football. And the block's coming up this time as they'll get ahead for 3 or 4 on that play.
Yeah, look like Seiler again.
As Johansson, I believe.
Olsen.
Johansson with another tackle. He's been strong here so far. At least that's what it looked like from here. 5:50 left here in the first half. Want to thank another one of our great sponsors, the Crow Lacrosse, American Gastropub, and Bourbon Bar. Also thanks to Noble Insurance, building strong relationships to secure your future.
Mason Dato came off the field on that last play holding his shoulder. That's not good for the Panthers.
Second down and 4 yards to go here for the Panthers. Quarterback keeper, I believe, for Holzer, and he's going to be tackled from behind. Saw Gino Angelini involved in that play.
Yeah, him and Tracy have been doing a really good job in that interior, and they know what they're facing up there, and I think so far so good for the Onalaska defense.
Well, every one of these guys is going to be talking about, if the day comes where Hensman is playing on one of those teams in that we've talked about that have recruited him, and he makes it into the NFL, it's going to be something to talk about.
Yeah, it will be.
5 minutes to play here in the half, and I think the Hilltoppers have shut it down again. Ben Tracy, as you talked about, involved on the stop. Gavin Southworth also in there.
Yeah, Holzer did get the first down, but again, to your point, Rick, I mean, that could have been a lot bigger. And the one thing about that option that you have to watch is the outside contain and then the interior. And the linebackers have to be very disciplined in this kind of offensive system.
That was pretty close.
It was. They only got about a yard or 2 yards that time.
To me, it looked like it was measurable, but nonetheless. First down, and the ball up now at the 43-yard line. Little chunks. Hilltopper's okay with that. The big play you got to avoid. Holzer to throw. He's got a receiver and completes the pass. And the grab is Kelson Klin, and Klin, the tight end, the senior at 6'3", 195, makes the play, and into Onalaska territory they go.
Yeah, simple seam route that time, and a good throw that time down that seam by Holzer, and just a simple pitch and catch that time. And again, you don't expect them to throw, and when they do, it's kind of a shock. And there are a couple defensive backs were behind that time.
Most of the time, Scotty, they're throwing to the running back. They're throwing to Seiler, but this time a little bit of a different case. Here's a run left side, and I think that was Dato who got through. No, was it 47?
47. Dato's been out.
That would be Jaden Goodwin. So Goodwin playing the fullback position that Dato normally plays.
Yeah, Dato came out holding his shoulder. He hasn't been back in.
So you got a 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup by Goodwin. And
nice stop.
The Hilltoppers in right away, ahead maybe for a yard before that one evaporates.
Yeah, Ben Tracy doing a great job in there.
Pika was involved as well. It was Goodwin with the carry again.
Tackle made by Tracy.
3rd and 4 now. 3:15 to play and counting here in the first half. Hilltoppers up 14-7, but the Panthers are driving. And the keeper, Holzer, gets the first down until he's finally hit hard at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Holzer does a really good job of really baiting the defense into thinking there's an inside trap, and then he just stutter steps a moment and then takes off. And that's just good coaching. I mean, understanding your system and knowing when to, take that ball and make an effort with it.
Doesn't hurt having those big hog mollies in front of you, too.
Absolutely,
to
it doesn't.
Take people out of the play. Gives them time to find a seam. Here's a run. It's going to pick up a lot of yards. Oh, man, up all down to the 10. I think that was Goodwin again.
Yeah, that was Goodwin. They go right.
Oh, Dato, he's back out there.
Dato's back out there. Yeah, right behind the right side of the offensive line that time. And, that's what Dato's important to this offense. He's kind of the, you talk about thunder and lightning with Romero and Savron. It's the same thing with him and Seiler here at St. Croix Central.
Yeah, strong run there by Dato, and I think maybe a timeout going to be taken here by the Hilltoppers. Let's see.
Yes, it is Onalaska.
It is indeed. 2:22 to play here in the first half. 14-7, Hilltoppers the lead here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
I think every plumbing's been around for 50 years because we've always been the most concerned about doing stuff the right way and making sure people were satisfied with the product we were giving them.
We have employees that are respectable of people's homes. They know their job. They take pride in their work. Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Celebrating a little Eddie Van Halen, of course, who passed away, one of the greatest guitarists of all times, and thought we'd include a little Van Halen bumper music tonight.
Game's kind of been unchained a little bit as far as offense goes and defense.
Here's the shovel that goes to the ground, and now the Hilltoppers have a chance to get the turnover. They do. Huge turnover. The pitch again to the outside, off the hands, and ball loose, and the Hilltoppers get a huge turnover here to get the ball. And now they'll have a chance to take it back the other direction with 2:16 left to play. Good timeout. They end up with a mishandled ball, and they take advantage of it. Let's see if they can put points on the board.
Yeah, Holzer that time, not the best decision to try and pitch that ball. He probably should have just kept it and took the loss that time, but, you know, that's the danger of pitching that out in this option.
So 2:16 left on the clock. Let's see what the Hilltoppers decide to do with it. And I think the ball's loose. They lose it, and they give it right back to the Panthers, just like that.
Yeah, that was a big play that time by the Panthers. And it looked like it was Hintzman in there that made the play.
I did not see who actually got in on that, but it was knocked loose, and the Panthers now again in scoring territory with 2:11 left. Plenty of time on this first half clock. And the pitch. Seiler gets through one tackler, but eventually wrapped up by Pika and taken down into help as well as Ben Foss.
Yeah, but again, good job by Cody Skifton to stay with it and not get fooled by the
It's a yard on the pitch from Holzer. He wanted to try it again, only to the near side, not the far side, where it's been bad luck and some fumbles in this game tonight for the Panthers. Second down and 9, clock ticking, $1:35. They're going to try to run as much as they can
of course.
in terms of the clock. Don't want to give the Hilltoppers, with the passing game they've seen here tonight, a chance to get down the field quickly. Holzer, pitch. And that's going to be shut down pretty much back where it started. Is once again, that's Colin Fisher. He had that big running play, took it down into scoring territory. And that's where the Panthers were able to get on the scoreboard earlier.
Yeah, River ran through it that time. A great play by Zumak to make a great tackle as he came up to that middle linebacker spot.
So right back at the line of scrimmage, third down and 9 here for St. Croix Central. 50 seconds and counting. Holzer got the play from the sidelines. Let's see what they decide to do.
Taking a lot of time here.
Here's a throwing play. Holzer passes to the end zone and
knocked away.
Loose. Beautiful coverage. Excellent coverage by the Hilltoppers. Was that Manny Burnett that stepped in?
Or was that Skifton?
Skifton, yep. Beautiful play.
Skifton actually was behind, and then he closed in and knocked that ball away. That was a great play by Cody because he was beat on the route.
I was a little afraid because he wasn't turned around that he may have had contact, but he didn't because he's been called a couple times.
Yeah, that's the danger when you're playing that corner position and you're completely turned around. You don't see the ball, but he did a good job just kind of watching the receiver and getting his hands in there to knock that down.
So Skifton stays with it, and
they're going to kick.
They're going to try the field goal attempt.
Timeout on Onalaska.
It was booted right before
St. Croix Central.
Yeah, Pettit definitely capable of kicking. You saw the extra point. We saw that he can definitely get it between the uprights. So this is, for him, as long as all the elements go as they're supposed to, one that he can certainly make.
Absolutely.
The Hilltoppers, with timeouts, why not freeze the kicker here and make him try it again? That's just what you do. That's just a good coaching move. So from the 11, we're talking a 28-yarder, very, very makeable.
Yeah, it looked like he had the leg on that last one, too. No problem to clear that.
I'd like to thank Waste Management, another one of our great sponsors, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Also thanks to Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. So they'll be looking to give this a shot again here. Hilltoppers called the timeout. And from the left hash, kick is up by Pettit.
Oh, good.
And it's between the uprights and
it's
good.
It's hard to see.
Well, the clock has 18 seconds left on it, and the Panthers will put 3 on the board. And we've got a 14-10 score, most likely what we'll see to end the first half. But we're going to kick the ball off here and see if the Hilltoppers do have some wheels. If you can get loose, you never know what can happen.
If you get good field position, you're going to make an opportunity to get in the end zone. I don't think there's any question. But like you said, return's got to be solid here if you want something to happen. Both teams, though, have had some miscues, but this has been a good football game in the first half so far, definitely.
Got your Howie's halftime coming up here in just a little bit on the Coulee Region Sports Network as the Hilltoppers will get set to return the kick.
I could go for an Oktoberfest burger right now, that's for sure.
Got Sean Gillis, who's back. Made a nice defensive play earlier in this contest. He's the deep man. It's one of those times where we try to get the ball quick. If you have a strong passing game.
As well before he even said it that they might try a squib or.
Sometimes you just get that feeling. But 18 seconds left here in the first half. It's a full-fledged boot. And Gillis lets it go out of the end zone. And so the Hilltoppers will have 18 seconds, and my guess is
they're going to play it safe.
They're not going to risk any turnovers.
I wouldn't.
I think in terms of timeouts, what do we have? One for
one timeout. They would have to
for the Hilltoppers.
They would have to have a big play here and then stop the clock quick. I would think Coach Yash and the coaching staff are going to like what they see and go into the half.
See if Mike Rude brings us the first half numbers. And I believe they're going to let that clock run down. That's going to do it for our first half. The Onalaska Hilltoppers here from St. Croix Central High School have a 14-10 lead. We'll be back with your Howie's halftime. That's coming up in just a moment here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CouleeGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum.
My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks, the simple thing, have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, We can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Welcome to Howie's Halftime here. Rick Frankie and Scotty Grant. We are at St. Croix Central High School. I see Mike Root has made his way on over, and he'll have the numbers. Scotty, I know you were checking things on your phone, and obviously we can look into some of those things as well. But as of now, courtesy of Mike Root, our good friend, he's got the numbers in the first half. Scotty, read them off to us.
Yeah, total numbers offensively, St. Croix Central 180, Onalaska 154. 7.7 yards of play, though, for Anna, and St. Croix Central's run 11 more plays than the Hilltoppers, 31-20, so that's kind of a stat right there. Passing-wise, I tell you what, Aiden Larson doing pretty well. 4 for 8, 110 yards and 2 touchdowns right now. Rushing, Albert Romero, 5 for 20, 4 yards per carry. Receiving, Hudson Weber, that big catch for 60 yards and a touchdown. Nick Odom, 2 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown for the Hilltoppers. For St. Croix Central, Taden Holzer, 1 for 4, 17 yards and a pick, and I think that was one thing, we didn't really get a chance to talk about. Holzer's had some struggles in the passing game, and it showed in that first half for sure. Rushing, Fisher, that big one for, 2 for 68 yards, 34 yards a carry. Taden Holzer with the only touchdown, 10 for 43 and a touchdown. And receiving just Clint Kielsen, 1 for 17, and that's it for St. Croix Central. As far as penalties go, I was trying to see here. Onalaska 3 penalties for 15 yards. St. Croix Central, no penalties so far. That was the one thing I think if you're a Hilltopper fan, you got to clean up is those penalties.
Yeah, the
on
penalties,
offense.
They definitely backed them up. I don't know how many times I said 1st and 15, but I said it more times than I would have liked pertaining to the Onalaska Hilltoppers offense. Now, you were looking at some things on your phone, Scotty. What do you see in there?
I'm trying to see if there's any score updates at this point. I was looking at the Tomowa-Salem game, and I haven't seen anything yet. I might have to check on Twitter. However, Aquinas and Westby are playing tonight, and Aquinas is up 22-14 over Westby, and that's in the second quarter. That's really the only score update that I have at this time.
And, Scotty, I know there's always things happening over at Howie's.
Oh, man, cheers to 75 years over at Howie's. And, again, they want to thank you for making Howie's your hometown destination since 1945. Stop in any day of the week for that feature on Mondays at 2-for-1 burgers for $6, Rick. Wings and Rings on Wednesday. Howie's in-house smoked meats and specialty burgers and sandwiches will keep you coming back for more. I guarantee that, because I'm thinking about them right now. Come by for a post-game meal. Go Hilltoppers. Howie's again. Cheers to 75 years.
Absolutely. Our thanks to Howie's. We're going to take another quick break here in our Howie's halftime. We'll be back. I want to talk a little bit about a booster fundraiser that's coming up. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Coulee region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeups, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only. The October F-Bomb is the Jamaican Jerk Mun. Your choice of pork or chicken with all the BA goodness and special tangy jerk sauce. Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
Yes. Little Van Halen here in our halftime. As we got about 5.5 minutes, or a little more than that, until we kick off the second half.
I would never recommend playing this song in the classroom, by the way.
No.
Probably not a good idea.
Hot for teacher.
That's right.
Yes. Got something to talk about here, and it involves the boosters. Of course, we would love you to go to anaboosters.com and become a member. That's number one. Number two, we got to talk a little bit about BA Burrito, because they are teaming up with the boosters. You can see on your screen there, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's a Booster Club fundraiser, and the menu is this. You got the family taco kit. It's 8 shells, ground beef, rice, black beans, lettuce, shredded cheese, tomatoes, black olives, jalapenos, sour cream. I'm getting hungry. 4 cookies, chips and salsa, $30. Also, you have this other deal. Ranch Chipotle Chicken BA Burrito, shredded chicken, rice, pinto beans, bacon, shredded cheese, Chipotle Ranch for $8.50, or the barbecue pork BA Burrito, shredded pork, white rice, shredded cheese, mixed bell peppers, barbecue sauce, $8.50 for that. 25% of all the proceeds going to go to help support the Onalaska Athletic Booster Club with BA Burrito. If you put your little QR code on the screen, you just go right on there, and you can do that. Even if can you go to your TV and you put the QR code on there?
Why not?
See how easy
Make
that
it
is?
simple, easy, and effective. That's what you do.
Here's the information. The deadline for pre-orders is noon on Tuesday. That is October 27th. Pickup Thursday, October 29th. Orders can be picked up between 4:30 and 6:30. That's at Onalaska High School, Wilson Street entrance. So there you go. It's BA Burrito working with the Booster Club, and you got to love BA Burrito, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tell you what, that Chipotle Ranch, some of the best you're going to find in the area. I'm telling you, you know how I love that bacon cheeseburger burrito. They put that in there.
I do know that.
And now they got that chipotle chicken burrito. But when you said bacon and chicken at the same time, I mean, look at this guy. This guy is shaking not from the cold; it's just from hunger. I mean, I want some of that.
Also want to thank all the O Club sponsors, the coaches level sponsors, Hilltopper level sponsors, Freddie level sponsors as well for helping with the Booster Club. You can't, fund all these things that our athletes partake in without those great businesses and their support. One other thing that I wanted to talk about before we get second half action going, you may have noticed on Coulee Region Sports Network Facebook page that we've been, I guess you could say, spotlighting seniors throughout athletics. And we're honored to be able to do that. And the class of 2021 athletes, you can visit Coulee Region Sports Network Facebook page each day during the next couple of months. We'll celebrate a different senior athlete. This week's seniors on our Facebook page, cross country, track and field senior Amalia Malachek, soccer player Alex Grotsky, volleyball player Carly Skemp, cross country, basketball and soccer athlete Ellie Smith, cross country, track and wrestler Jacob Oyen, football player River Zumak, and Molly Garrity, another multi-sport athlete playing volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Now, Scotty, I know you're on the edge of your seat here. You want to know who's going to be up next? Because I see you like every time they come up.
I do. And I have to say, your lovely wife does a great job profiling those.
She does.
It is her birthday tomorrow. Just want to wish her again a happy birthday.
Yes, I wish Wendy Frankie a happy birthday. And I know you like to make sure I don't get credit for putting those things up there.
Well, you do a lot. You do a lot, man.
You always make sure to say Wendy puts them up.
There.
She does do them. It's all her, and she does a fantastic job. We did consult on the idea of it, of course. And the parents put
good
time.
Business always consults.
The parents take the time to put these things together and send us pictures. And, I mean, I'm just glad that we're able to
Rick,
do it.
I want to thank you for putting out them highlights every week and doing the show and driving me places.
He's going back driving you places.
Yeah.
All right,
this is
next,
great.
All right, on to something different, but sort of still the same. Next week's senior profiles include cross-country and track athlete Rachel Hosh, also football and hockey player Hudson Weber, caught that big touchdown pass earlier today. Volleyball middle school hitter Caitlin Diaz, also soccer player Jack Stell, cross-country and track athlete Lydia Malachek, football player Gavin Southworth, and volleyball, basketball, and soccer player Olivia Gamoki. There you go. That's what's in store.
Looking forward to seeing Olivia play this year, hopefully, on the court.
Absolutely. We're going to take another break here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Second half coming up in just a little bit on CRSN.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. We're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
About that party last night.
Woo! It was fun, but that's a lot of trash. I just don't know if I can do it.
Come on, are you a trash can or a trash can't?
I'm a trash can.
You're a what?
I'm a trash can!
Say it proud.
Can!
Hey, you gonna eat that?
More like potassium. Am I right? Am I right?
That's a good one.
It's brown, but it tastes yellow.
Second half action just about set to begin here from St. Croix Central High School in Hammond, Wisconsin. A crisp, cool night. Got about a minute 20 till we kick off second half. Scotty, recapping the first half, huge plays for the Hilltoppers, get him on the scoreboard. Nikki Odom with a great run after catch on a short pass from Aiden Larson, and the perfect dime delivery. Aiden Larson drops it in the hands of Hudson Weber, a play they tried a couple times, fell just short on it earlier in the game. They get it for 60 yards. 2 big touchdowns. Some big plays on the other side for the Panthers, getting them in position for their quarterback Holzer to run one in for a touchdown. That's the lone score there. As far as touchdowns, they add a Pettit field goal to make it 14-10.
Well, and the thing I think you can say is Aiden Larson looks comfortable tonight, and I don't know if he did the last 2 games, and his accuracy and his touch tonight are right on the money, and that's really a good sign if you're a fan of the Hilltoppers going into the second half of this one. The biggest thing with Onalaska, though, those penalties and some of those little things that are kind of stopping their momentum. It looks like, they're starting to get something going, and then they're going back 5 yards. So I think that's really the only negative that you really need to clean up if you're watching this game, hopefully on our YouTube channel, and you've subscribed. Thank you very much. But again, a good half of football. I think we're going to have another good half of football in this one as well.
Want to thank AD Brian Johnson giving us a spot here in the bleachers. Fans have been very nice.
And this nice crisp thing of water that he gave us.
Yeah, he gave us some water too.
Nice guy.
Yes, nice to have a spot to be able to bring this back to Onalaska, and Jeff Ross just put us in there. We're better without being on camera than we are on camera. Jeff just wanted to say that, but no, I know you wanted to just get a quick shot. Our thanks to Jeff Ross, always doing a marvelous job. He makes the trips with us, and we'll see what happens.
Doesn't ride with us, though. Never has rode with us.
Doesn't want to ride with 2 big guys.
Probably is concerned with the topics of conversation, even though they're really mostly about football.
He doesn't want to know us that way. He'd just assume drive himself to wherever it is that we're going. And that's great because he gets here and then
he does a great job. He really does.
And he's figured out a way to keep his hands warm too while he's running the camera.
Yes.
We got a couple of hand warmers here. We are again in the bleachers, and this is so far the coldest night I think of since summer has come to completion.
Yes, absolutely. Not even. I mean, this definitely has been the coldest night so far this year.
Now the Hilltoppers will get to receive here because they were the team to kick off as the toss was won by the Panthers. Reminder, if you have not subscribed to Coulee Region Sports Network, we'd love you to do so. And the advantage to it is, number one, absolutely free, because who would pay for us? Just kidding. We have sponsors that bring these games to you. You're supposed to laugh at that, Scott, but you didn't. But if you subscribe, you get an immediate notification as soon as we go live anywhere. So please subscribe to us on YouTube. We'd like that very much. All right, here we go. Hilltoppers get the ball at the 10-yard line. And going to make a couple of nice moves towards the near sideline. And a good return, as that was Michael Saverin who got it up to the 28.
Yeah, good return by Saverin that time. Brian Mudgett just sent us a message via YouTube that he would like us to mention him because he wants to impress his wife.
Brian.
Yes.
Brian Mudgett is a frequent Coulee Region Sports Network Facebook page watcher. I see his name from time to time when he's on there. He's looking at different stories.
Yeah, appreciate that.
A lot of your football stories, because Scotty's the guy who has the most NFL stuff up.
You do a lot of the high school. I do a lot of the pro and college.
All right, first play in this series. Down the left sideline, deep ball. Hudson Weber juggled it. Oh, my goodness. Ball was thrown right on the mark. Although the coverage was good by McGrain, the pass was there by Aiden Larson.
Yeah, Weber was thinking about what he was going to do after he caught that ball, and you got to look it in before you run, and that's the biggest thing that you're taught as a wide receiver is make sure you have possession before you think of that goal line.
Of course, Hudson's got great wheels, and, at the beginning when he was first getting balls thrown his way, those deep balls, he was having a little trouble grabbing it. Now, then in the start of the season, he was catching everything deep.
He's had a great year
and
this year.
And he can make moves after he catches the football as well. So a nice deep ball there, but 2nd and 10, incomplete as it goes off the hands. Fake to Odom, and the keeper here for Larson. Great blocking in front. Larson sprinting down the left sideline. Larson has one man to beat, cuts back inside, makes another cut. Here he is to the 20, down across the 15, and eventually knocked down to 14. Aiden Larson with a huge run there.
That was an electric run by Larson. Again, that read option, he takes it himself. Sam Wallace with a key block, pulling that time, sprung that. I tell you what, that was a beautiful run, just what the doctor ordered for the Hilltoppers here early in the second half.
Well, the O-line needs a breather after going down the field that far. At least I know my kid does. I shouldn't say that. He might be in better shape than I think he is. All right, from the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Hilltoppers, just underway here in the second half. Great run by Aiden Larson after a perfect delivery on the pass that went incomplete. Now here's Romero behind the center, and he'll go up ahead for a few.
Yeah, like you said, right behind the center and the guard that time. Albert just plunging that time for a couple yards.
Gain of 5 on the play.
5-yard pickup there for Albert Romero.
I was going to say before the snap, I think it's Albert time, and they went to him.
Well, he's had success in the red zone when they've gotten close. We had some trouble, did the Hilltoppers, in scoring from the 1-yard line in multiple sequences early in the year.
Oh, what do we got here?
There's nobody in the backfield with Larson, and let's see. Hopefully it's not an illegal
formation.
Timeout?
Of some sort. Timeout by St. Croix Central.
Yeah, it was probably a good timeout there taken by Coach Techman, because I think the Hilltoppers had the numbers that they wanted.
Yeah, that was close to the annexation of Puerto Rico.
It did,
except for the center keeping the ball behind him for about 10 seconds.
It did have a similar look.
Yes.
All right, with this brief timeout here by St. Croix Central, wanted to thank a few more of our great sponsors like Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Of course, we've talked about Howie's Lacrosse, the ultimate sports viewing venue, thanking all their customers for 75 years. And I'd like to thank Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. Just to name a few of our great sponsors at Coulee Region Sports Network. I want to say hi to Mr. Jason Terry watching tonight.
Yeah.
And Scotty says we're doing all right.
Well,
it was nice of him to say.
It's nice to hear from Jason.
Talk about doing all right, man. He's one of the very main reasons we're in week 4 of our football season. Here's Aiden Larson spinning off a couple of tackles. He'll look to be down about the 3.
Larson keeps the ball.
Onalaska looked to get St. Croix Central off their game. They came out quick offense, and they weren't expecting it. Almost snuck it in.
Good for a first down.
So that is a 1st and goal now from the 3 for the Hilltoppers. This is a good position to be in. You do not want to turn the ball over. No penalties right now. Here's Larson again. He's not going to get the block this time. The ball came loose. Did he go? That's tough. Boy, you're sitting right on the doorstep there, and maybe one too many moves. I thought he came down on the ground with the ball and it came loose, but again, these glasses are about at the end of their rope. So.
Jaden Goodwin actually blew that play up in the backfield, and it was a big turnover for the Hilltoppers after coming out with those 2 electric plays to start the second half.
So now it is St. Croix Central football. Deep in their own territory. Shovel out to Seiler. Seiler's got lots of room. Savrin will try to cut him off at the sideline. He makes the cutback and then wrapped up and tackled by Hudson Weber. He takes it about 45 yards with that run. So Seiler got to that outside.
Yeah, it's because Savrin overcommitted. He came too far inside, and I tell you, that's the danger with that, because Holzer saw that, and as soon as Savrin kind of snuck in a little bit and Savrin's going off, I'm thinking he's probably going to get a talking to on the bench, because he kind of left contained that time.
Quite a turn of events. Here's Holzer bouncing off one hit, then another one, and then he gets wrapped up hard near the first down marker. Looked like tackle was made by Connor Johansson.
Yeah, Johansson with a decent stop. Holzer that time with a good hole behind the right side of that offensive line.
9-yard gain.
So a 9-yard pickup there. Very close to almost 10 on that last play. And another keeper by Holzer, hit after he picks up the first down.
Yeah, going off the left side that time.
Gain of 4.
Looked like Dean Woods was in on the tackle that time for Onalaska.
9:05 and counting here in the third quarter. 14-10 Hilltopper lead. They had the ball on the 3-yard line, but Aiden Larson lost the handle on it, and a huge run by Seiler for 45 yards, and now it's the Panthers that are on the move. This is going to be Dado, I believe, and he's going to get ahead for a couple of yards.
Seiler
that time.
Seiler, yeah, the misdirection, very tough to pick up the numbers.
Again, with the option, I hate bringing it up and beating a dead horse, but you can do so many different formations, runs with it. It is hard to pick up numbers from time to time.
Little easier to see if you have an end zone camera.
True, it's a good point. I see the wheels turning in your head right now.
Well, Coach won't let me tap into his end zone camera. Here's the pitch again. Seiler trying to get to that outside. He stumbles, or he could have maybe gone all the way there.
Gabe Seiler with the carry.
Like it was Albert on the tackle that time. Nope, River Zumach. Sorry.
So very close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 here now for the Panthers.
Yeah, better job on the outside, though, by the Hilltoppers. And again, we got to watch that pitch because the second you break contain, that thing's going for a long, long ways like we've seen a couple times in this game.
It's less than a yard here to pick up. Look for Holzer to keep this one himself. That's my guess. And he does. And he found the seam, and he's gone.
Yeah, good double team blocking that time to the second level by the Panthers.
29-yard touchdown run for Holzer. He found the gap and took it to the house. 7:22 left here in the third quarter, and now it's a Panther lead of 16-14.
Quite a turn of events, Rick. Turnover down in your red zone, and the Panthers just march right down the field and take it in.
And now looking for the one-point conversion. Pettit, who has been good on his first attempt and a field goal from 27 yards out, will connect there as well. And it is a 17-14 lead for St. Croix Central here in the third quarter with 7:22 remaining here in quarter number 3 on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is? Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CouleeBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
Well, from knocking on the door for a touchdown for the Hilltoppers, it's an eruption by the Panthers of St. Croix Central, and they take a 17-14 lead here as we are getting further into our third quarter. Big boot there, and all the way to the back of the end zone. That's how you handle special teams if you know there's
down in their own red zone. They've had some penalty concerns, but I think that's 3 turnovers tonight by the Hilltoppers. And against this team, we keep saying it, and you don't like to be repetitive, but you can't turn the ball over against a team like this.
Yeah, both teams have had turnovers tonight, Scotty, and obviously you never want them. But you got to take advantage of them when you get them, and that's exactly what the Panthers just did. Hilltoppers did it earlier. That pass tipped and goes incomplete out of bounds to the right sideline.
It looked like it was Burnett that time, went off his hands. First time that he hasn't really reeled in what has come his way.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Our thanks to BA Burrito Company. Boldly mixed mad flavors delivered right to your door. So still plenty of time left in this game. 17-14 Panther lead. Motion, fake jet sweep, and then they go the other direction with it for about 4 yards, maybe 3. We'll see where they spot the football.
Yeah, the Panthers have done a good job against Romero tonight, not letting him really get second opportunities. And
got a St. Croix Central Panther
yeah,
down.
95.
Yeah, that's going to be Colin Fisher, I think.
And that would be a big loss for the Panthers if
Fisher's still down right now, and they're going to come out and take a look at him. I think we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Thanks to the financial advice.
Our members tell it best. Get in the car you love faster. Make no payments for up to 90 days on a purchase or refinance for new or used autos. Drive away happy. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Van Halen theme continues. Colin Fisher able to get up on his own accord. He's making his way back to the St. Croix Central sidelines, which is great news, as he has had himself a good night here for the Panthers. Motion again for the Hilltoppers. Couple of misdirections, and then I think that's Albert Romero who got the handoff. He'll take it right side. He'll be short by just a little bit.
Ball carried by Romero.
Onalaska will probably just punt here maybe, or are they going to go for it? It's a yard, so maybe they will. Yep, they are.
They're going for it. Let's see. They might be trying to draw them off sides. So now they come back under center, and the plunge,
Sneak.
and nice work. They're going to get that behind the center. Great work by Eric Franke, the center there, as they get behind him, and Aiden Larson just pushes the line ahead.
Yeah, good play call by the Hilltoppers, and I like the timing of that to sneak him up out of that read option because, again, you know, we had a little birdie tell us on the way up we might see some different things, and that was something different we haven't seen this year from Onalaska.
So they pick up the first down. I like it, how they got up under center.
Yeah,
that's what
smart.
I've been wanting to see many, many times when we've been in that goal line situation. Now it's Romero. Romero up the right side. Albert goes down finally.
Right-hand side. It looked like Romero just lost his footing there, too. It didn't look like anybody brought him down.
Kind of like blowing a tire.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Wouldn't shock me if you see. No, Albert's going to stay out there. Haven't had too much of the mix of Thunder and Lightning. A little bit of Michael Saverin early on. Now it seems like it's Albert time. And more Albert Romero behind his blockers. Now he'll take it down the right side again. Albert Romero streaking down the sideline towards the end zone. Romero dives, and he's in. Touchdown, Hilts from far out.
Albert Romero that time just showed again why in high school football power matters, breaking tackles matter, yards after contact matters, because he broke at least 2 tackles again on that run. Again, showing that strength and then the deceptive speed after he gets to that second level. Wow, that was a great run by 25.
Albert with a little CRSN pregame karma there as he takes a second week in a row where he gets himself a big, huge touchdown. 54 yards last week. We're going to say 46 on this last one.
You think Goody's rolling R's in his basement right now?
Goody is rolling R's, you betcha. Here's Ben Foss. And his kick is good. Ben Foss nails it.
Point is good.
And we come to expect it.
Onalaska
Hilltoppers up 21-17. You want a good football game? We got it here at St. Croix Central here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We're going to keep it right here, though, Scotty, as I want to thank a few more of our great sponsors. Can't do it without them, like Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. Also thanks to King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. And I don't know, Scotty, if you ever had the pancakes there at King Street Kitchen.
I've heard a lot of good things about them.
Best flapjacks you'll ever find. They are awesome. Huh. Giant cinnamon rolls and all kind. I mean, if you're looking for breakfast, definitely that's the way to go. And,
definitely.
And they're on all the apps, so you can order them and have it delivered.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So many options to get food now.
There is.
It's nice.
You know, we like a lot of food places, don't we?
We do.
Well, you'd be surprised seeing either one of us. Not so much.
Keep the camera there, Jeff.
Here's a deep ball to the 5. Now the Panthers want to strike back. Couple spin moves off a tackle and a decent return, but the Hilltopper burner, as Keith Jackson, whoa, nilly, he used to say.
A lot of big plays, you know, and a lot of it coming off of just momentum swings with turnovers and penalties and everything else. And, Onalaska that time answering the call, and they needed to because it sounded like the Panthers and their fans were just getting ready to really make an uprising here.
The student section is packed tight, and they've been stomping and doing all kinds of stuff. Pitch, Seiler, Hilltoppers see it, though. Got to wrap him up, and they make the play.
Yeah, nice play that time again. The one thing, Cody Skifton's done a great job tonight not overplaying that pitch. And, you talked about you haven't seen a lot of Michael Saverin. I think that overplay on the pitch is why we haven't seen a lot of Michael Saverin right now, because Cody played that perfectly that time, allowing some of his teammates to make the play. And I tell you what, great tackle by Pika.
Connor Johansson also in the area as well for the Hilltoppers. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Panthers with the football and a battle in the trenches, and it's going to result in nothing much once again. Lots of movement to the far side. Tough to pick up the ball carrier.
Yeah, trying to try it on the other side now. The same kind of play with that toss-out pitch. And, again, the Hilltoppers secondary and the linebackers doing a great job of just staying at home.
Nelson with the carry. Short game to play.
So I think that was Adam Nelson, number 46, getting the carry that time. And 4:22 and rolling down here in the third quarter. Hilltoppers with a 21-17 lead. So 4 points. 3rd and 6. Pass. Holzer up. Caught. And once again, a big play by the St. Croix Central Panthers as Jackson Pettit this time is the recipient.
Yeah, Pettit, and again, they ran just kind of a simple, I guess you could say, skinny post route up to the corner that time. A nice throw by Holzer, and Skifton turned around completely again. And you expect run, and then the second they do a play action or a throw, it's hard to really balance that out if you're a defense.
So a completion to Pettit, and now just past midfield are the Panthers. And this running play buried backwards. Looks like Gino Angelini, one of those tacklers in there. That might have been Pika as well.
Yeah, Southworth was in there as well. I mean, there was 3 guys right around the ball carrier, and a good job by the Hilltopper defense.
Good penetration by that Onalaska defense. 2nd and 10. 3:29 and counting, third quarter. Still waiting on our opponent next week. We're hoping to have a game. Don't know yet, but I'll let you know as soon as we find out. Lots of misdirection. Here's a give to the left side. Not going to be enough for a first down, but that's going to be Adam Nelson again, the ball carrier, the junior at 5'10", 165.
Yeah, probably getting some playing time because Fisher's probably still dealing with some issues off of that injury, but a decent run that time.
So we'll have a 3rd down and 2 yards to go here for St. Croix Central as we tick along here in our third quarter. I believe you're going to do a wrap-up on John Papadopoulos' show on ESPN Radio, 105.5. They do stream now, too, as well. You can catch it online. That's going to be enough, I think, for a St. Croix Central first down.
Yeah, good push up front by that offensive line of the Panthers. And I would have to say that, you talk about the strengths of both of these teams. It's the offensive lines, and so far I would say both defenses have done a good job up front. I don't think that really there's an edge on either side at this point.
Substitutions coming on here for Coach Tackman. Looks like back to the sideline there is Cole Becker, one of those tight ends on the offensive set. And a throw. Holzer tries to get up over the line, and the coverage was tight. Did he catch it? He did. What a grab. Coverage was tight by Cody Skifton, but I believe that's Pettit again, who was able to win the battle for the football.
Again, that corner route and a nice throw that time by Holzer, and Pettit tracking it down nicely. Skifton again just looking in the backfield and has to get that recovery speed to catch up, and that time he got beat.
An epic battle thus far. Ball now at the 14-yard line of Onalaska. That's more misdirection as the Hilltoppers sniff it out, and it goes nowhere. Ben Tracy with good penetration.
Yeah, Tracy's had a great game tonight. We've called his number quite a bit, and, you talk about, pedigree that this Panther offensive line has. I think Ben Tracy and Gino Angelini, when you go back to the tape on this one, should be very happy with their performance tonight. They've done a good job.
I'd agree with you, Scotty. I think the middle, the big boys in the middle have done a pretty good job against an amazing offensive line of St. Croix Central. Still lots of football to be played, though. Lots of time left. Holzer throwing left to his receiver. And I don't think he stayed in bounds. It looked like 44 Cole Becker, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, Becker dove for it. The ball was a little overthrown that time. Off his hands and out of bounds.
Well, sometimes I amaze myself that I was able to see the number from this far away with these bad glasses I have.
Weber on the coverage that time, and he was even behind. Again, when you expect the run, it's hard to really pick up that pass. They run that offense so tight.
Here we go, 3rd down and 9. Hilltoppers looking for a big stand. Nelson in the backfield. There's the pitch to Nelson. Nelson trying to get ahead. He's going to be very close, but I don't know if he got enough.
Yeah, Onalaska's saying 4th down, and
Dane
that's
Woods,
what they're saying.
I believe, was in on the stop.
Yeah, good stop. Dado trying to go outside, and a good stop that time by Onalaska.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And without question, the St. Croix Central team has gone for it in most cases. If it was not a 4-point lead, I think you'd see Pettit out there for a field goal. But a 4-point lead, I think they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, they're going to run right behind Hinsman. I don't think there's any question about it.
All right, get ready. Pack the box, as they say. Although you never know with Holzer, he waits to see what his line's going to do and then finds little seams. And it is Holzer to throw. Holzer looks over the middle, fires. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Great play coming from that safety position. Ben Foss doing a good job getting a hand in there at the last minute to knock that play away.
I think that was Seiler, the intended receiver, and I think, Holzer, not real tall in stature, has to kind of loft the ball over the offensive line, but he got enough of a seam to be able to zip that ball in there. And
they were trying for that corner route again too, Rick, but good coverage by Savrin on the outside. You got to go to your second option. Ball was a little late coming out, gave Foss some time to come in and knock that away.
I'm not even going to say the obvious this time. You're deep in your own territory, 27 seconds left. Be smart with the football, and it will, as Albert Romero plunges ahead for a few yards, and I would say end this quarter with that the last play.
Smart equals Albert.
Secure equals Albert.
Yeah, that's right.
Gain of 5 on the
5-yard carry, and that should be the last play of this third quarter if I have enough football intelligence to make that actually happen, I think.
Rick, you have great football intelligence. Don't sell yourself short ever.
Thank you so much,
Scotty. You're welcome. I know you do.
I absolutely appreciate that. That's going to end the quarter.
Thanks to the financial advice and guidance from Ultra, I was able to purchase my own vehicle.
Ultra's online services made it easier than ever to apply for an auto loan.
Our members tell it best. Get in the car you love faster. Make no payments for up to 90 days on a purchase or refinance for new or used autos. Drive away happy. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
And we've had many customers for 50 years, the same customers.
I like to call some of our customers charter customers. They were ones that Grandpa worked for, Dad's been to their house, and now I visit their homes. Sometimes I work for their children or even their grandchildren. It's a really nice connection with community, really.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if you want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Nothing can break me down.
Heading to the fourth quarter here, St. Croix Central High School. Rick and Scotty with you in the bleachers. And it is cool, but I'm not really feeling as cold as I thought I would be.
No.
As we're kind of sheltered from any sort of a wind coming in at us.
Maybe it's because of Jeff.
I don't know if Jeff has anything to do with it, but he'll take credit for it if you'd like him to. The Hilltoppers are deep in their own territory. A 5-yard run from Albert Romero makes it a 2nd and 5. And this time the Hilltoppers going to get to the outside and finding lots of room. and picking up a huge first down all the way up to what looks to be about the 36-yard line. We'll see where they spot this football. And is that Michael?
Yeah, Savrin on the outside and showing that speed. Good blocking again up front. The wide receiver's doing a good job down the field, and I was actually surprised there wasn't a 15-yard penalty, as it looked like he got hit after the play out of bounds.
And no flag, but it will be a first down, Hilltoppers. Looks like they're about the 32-yard line. Here's Albert looking for room, finds it, continues. Albert again, right side. He puts his head down and lays out.
That blocking by Michael Skemp downfield to help that out. Good job by the O-line getting to the second level. Again, Albert just waiting. Did you see the patience, Rick? He just waits and then takes that lane. And, man, tell you what, and I love how he finishes runs. It's so good to see in high school football.
Reminds me a little bit of a guy who just joined the Kansas City Chiefs. And Le'Veon Bell with that patience.
How can they afford Le'Veon Bell?
I don't know.
How can they afford anybody?
Somebody's got to look into the finances of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all I got to say.
Andy Reid's got another barbecue shop we don't know about.
Sure. Here's protection breaking down, and Aiden not going to have a chance this time. He's sacked. A loss of 6 on the play.
Hinsman that time with the sack coming from behind.
So a 6-yard loss on the sack by Hinsman as the protection.
Is Ric Flair up here with us?
It was a little Ric Flair.
Somebody wearing a robe and limousine riding and jet flying somewhere, because I thought for sure.
And you know you're wrestling.
Yes,
so
I do.
If you were convinced.
I love Ric Flair.
2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a nice zip,
almost
but that's
picked off.
Almost picked off. I think he was going for Odom, and dive it in to get a piece of that ball was Adam Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson had a great read on that bubble screen that time, and Larson shouldn't have thrown that football because they saw that all the way.
Now you got a 3rd and 16 for the Hilltoppers. They had a couple of nice runs, Savrin and also Albert Romero, but now stymied a bit as they almost get yet another turnover. Definitely a passing down. You watch that pass rush. And a deep ball looking, and it was up there for Matty Burnett, but Matty not quite able to catch up with that one. Coverage was pretty tight as well.
Now, coverage also had the back of the jersey and didn't get called, but that's okay.
You saw
it's
that,
high school
huh?
football.
You
yes.
saw the grab, huh?
I did.
All right. Well, that's 4th and 16.
And again, we're up here in the bleachers with all the fans, Onalaska and St. Croix Central alike. So, but seeing that from here, that was definitely a tug on the backside.
So, now it forces a punt situation. Ric Flair's upset with your comments,
I know.
Scotty.
It's fine. It's fine.
Here is
watch the reverse.
A ball picked up at the 10. They fake the reverse and look out. Now they got opportunity up the left side. Look for the stiff arm. Nice block there downfield. Holy moly. And Seiler trying to take it to the house. He's going to get stopped short of it, but a great return as he takes it inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and that time they ran the reverse to perfection, and Seiler came right off the backside. Good blocking over here on the right end, and he was able to make a couple moves, and that was one of the best plays of the night for St. Croix Central.
Great special teams blocking by the Panthers as Seiler was able to read where his guys were going.
He does everything, doesn't he, Rick?
Yeah, he's special.
He's very good.
No doubt about that. 18-yard line. And the pitch out by Holzer to Seiler. Hilltopper saw it all the way. Nowhere on that one.
And Michael Savrin did a great job on that play.
Yeah, Savrin didn't penetrate too deep.
Yeah, really good play.
Hilltoppers with a 21-17 lead, 9:19 and counting. Panthers knocking at the door after a big special teams play by
what
Seiler.
a game this has been.
Great game.
Big plays back and forth by both teams. This is football.
This is football. Hilltoppers need a big stop, though. And the pitch out to Seiler. Hilltoppers see it, can't let him loose. Knocked back at the line of scrimmage. Another good stop by the Hilltopper defense.
And Ben Tracy, I tell you, he was kind of on the backside of that play, but his quickness up front tonight has been impressive.
2-yard loss on the last play, so A tackle for loss there by the Hilltoppers. And you're going to have a 3rd and 12.
And you got to watch that play action flag route they like to run here. And they might dump it off to Seiler in the flat.
I think you're going to take a look outside. Cole Becker. Watch Cole Becker right now if you're the
44.
Hilltoppers. He's passing, looking for the left side, and a nice move by Seiler, but he's not going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, good tackle by West that time. The things though I saw when, kind of breaking down their film is they like to throw that flat route to Seiler and let him create after the catch.
You're breaking down the film?
A little bit.
All right, way to go, Scotty. Film breaker.
You tell me to ride up here and be a color commentator and pay attention.
You do a fine job,
My
Scott.
goodness.
All right, here we
so
go.
upset, can't you tell? Look out.
Holzer looking to the end zone and completes the pass. Pettit to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I don't know how they lost Pettit there. He kind of snuck out back of that formation and was all alone.
14 yards, and the Panthers have now taken the lead. 23-21, 7:28 left here in the fourth quarter. What a football game we got here, folks.
Yeah, small breakdown in coverage for the Hilltoppers, and Pettit had nobody around him, was able to take that in for the touchdown.
And let's see what the decision is here. It looks like Pettit going to go for 1. He's been successful on all his attempts, and his kick this time is a short one, and he just makes it over the crossbar. He had to kick it that way because he didn't have a whole lot of time to do it, Scotty.
No. And like you said, good rush on the special teams attempt that time, but both these kickers have been pretty solid tonight.
Indeed they have. 7:28 left. We'll keep it right here. Like to thank some more great sponsors. Can't do these games without them. Our thanks to Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction. Thanks to Gino, Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. And also thanks to Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers.
Let's see if the Hilltoppers can answer again. They've been able to answer every time the Panthers have scored in football so far.
24-21. The home team now with the lead. In terms of timeouts, it looks like the Panthers have 2 and the Hilltoppers have 3. If you like to know that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, good strategic thing to think about if this game is close, under 2 minutes to go.
All right, here we go. Let's see what they do with the kickoff. Pettit has been booting the ball out of the end zone on most kicks, at least when they were going the opposite direction, and field goals.
Yeah,
Is
both these kickers, man, have some big legs. There's no question about it.
Does the same on the Hilltopper end. No question about that. So again, we'll have your BA Burrito postgame coming up at the conclusion of this game. We'll hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll hopefully get some more numbers from Mike Rood, who does the stats for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, the offensive stats.
Yes. Last score I saw for West Salem and Toma was 14-7 West Salem, and that was at the half.
First play on this series is a good one, very close to breaking it at the far sideline.
Larson just off of that right side, and again, a good job going behind Hogum, who has done a really good job tonight on the left side of that offensive line. I mean, that's what he's known for.
9 yards there for Aiden Larson. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be Albert Romero. Not a lot there this time, but he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they officially say.
That's a first down for Onalaska.
It wasn't sure from the angle. Yep. It wasn't sure if he got the ball ahead enough.
Again, that second effort, Rick. I mean, he does such a great job. It looks like nothing's there, and he just has the patience to turn it up just a little bit.
Yeah, with my vision nowadays, I need to have the line across like when you're watching the games on TV. I need to see that line out there to know for sure. And nice carry up the middle. Look at the Hilltoppers rumbling, stumbling. They try to knock the ball out with a peanut punch, but it does not happen. As Albert Romero with a beautiful run again, breaking it down the right side. And now he's at about the 34-yard line of St. Croix Central.
Eric Frankie doing a good job getting to the second level to spring that time. That was a good seal on the inside linebacker. Romero went right off the back of it.
It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say about playing against this great St. Croix Central team on the ride home.
Yes.
There'll be some stories to tell because this is definitely an epic battle. Skemp in motion. Here's Savrin, and he bounced off one hit, but then the second one able to take him out.
Yeah.
Short gain on the play.
Did not catch the number.
Dado looked like he was the first one in that time.
Dado. I definitely saw the 3. I didn't see the 7.
Yeah, he just kind of blew that up immediately. Savrin ran right into him.
And we'll say second and a short 9. 5:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hilltoppers trying to answer. Savrin in trouble. Has his legs taken out. Beautiful stick right there. That was Jaden Goodwin.
Yeah.
Carried by Savarian.
Goodwin came up from that outside linebacker spot and did a really good job. Savrin has that speed to get to the outside, but I tell you what, Goodwin took the legs out right from him.
So tough situation here for the Hilltoppers. 3rd and long 11, we'll call it. 4:41 remaining in the fourth quarter. Trailing now 24-21. Now good protection. Here's the throw. Completes the pass. Hilltoppers will pick up the first down. And that's Hudson Weber with the reception and moving forward for a couple.
Great pass by Larson that time. Kind of read that perfectly. A little dragger out by Weber that time. Great catch by Weber.
McGrain was with him. He's been covering him since that first big 60-yard bomb.
Those two have had a battle all night long. It's been fun to watch.
4:14, clock ticking down. Fourth quarter, Hilltoppers on the move. Got to continue to push ahead. Ball at the 19-yard line. Albert. He doesn't get much that time, but he ends up on top of the tackler, as that was Cole Becker who he ran over.
Gain of 2.
I don't know if Becker was trying to help him up or he was just flopping down because he had the wind knocked out of him.
Albert was on top of him.
Again, Albert just finishes runs. And you don't see that often anymore in high school football. A lot of these guys like to have the pizzazz of making that big cut and going to the end zone where Romero, he's just an old school runner.
Just one on that last play, but in a 2nd and 9, 3:20 remaining. Larson looking, throws over extended arms to the corner.
What a catch.
No ruling. Touchdown. Hilltoppers. What an amazing play to the corner of the end zone. And Hudson Weber catches his second touchdown of the game. A beautiful throw by Aiden Larson yet again.
A flagger out that time, Rick, and you don't see that very often in high school football. You got to have the confidence in your quarterback and the timing there to make that throw. And that time,
fifth quarter on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
What a battle this has been.
Foss now looking for the extra point. It's a very important extra point. With a 3-point lead, it would make it 4. Pettit certainly capable of tying a game up with a field goal from, I'd say, 40 or 50 out. Rick Flair is back in action. They blocked the kick. And it looked like Foss had his legs taken out from under him, and he's getting up slowly.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
That's hilarious that a teenage boy got hurt, you fucking loser.
Foss is down after he was hit.
Excuse me, why don't you go sit on your own side? Oh, I'm sitting on my side. No, you're not.
Really?
You belong over there with the rest of them. Shut the microphone. What's the rest of them?
Oh, we got some good stuff going on beneath us here. Why don't you people settle down right now? That would be the best thing to do.
We'll get you kicked out.
Yeah, great. You go on the road and you get treated like that. That's ridiculous.
You don't need to be talking to us like that.
Yeah, well, you yell when a field goal is going to be kicked. That's what you get.
They're cheering when our players down there. We were not cheering.
Yeah, you were cheering after the guy was injured. That's what you did. Ben Foss being helped back to the Hilltopper sideline. And that's not a good deal for the Hilltoppers right now.
On defense as well.
27-24, 3:11 left. All right, Ric Flair is going to keep yapping, apparently. So well behaved. All right, here's the kickoff, and we will not have Ben Foss for that after the injury. It is an onside kick attempt, and the ball's loose. The Hilltoppers get it. Beautiful onside kick attempt. Did it go far enough?
Oh,
they say it didn't go far enough.
Yeah, it looked like it went 10.
Looked like it went far enough to me as well, but we've also seen a couple other things today, like the tug on the jersey earlier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So ball at midfield, and the Panthers will have good field position here as we have 3:11 left on the clock.
Fusion is here. I don't know if they weren't paying attention or.
3:11 left, 27-24.
Looks like it's Onalaska's football.
Onalaska will retain the football.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it is St. Croix.
Now it is St. Croix. Yep. So we had a lot of chat, and then finally
here's
the play. No, he still has the football, this Holzer. And Holzer dives ahead for a couple of yards.
Yeah, good tackle that time.
Gain him a few on the play.
Pika coming in, making a good play on that one.
Tackle made by Pika.
Rick, the Crow is open for a safe, comfortable dining experience. It's still delicious. Come to downtown La Crosse on the corner of 3rd and Main. Grab your favorite burger, sandwich, or appetizer. Go Hilltoppers.
2nd and 8. Run up the middle.
Holding.
Got a flag. Holding going to most likely be called as the Panthers get deeper into Onalaska territory. Should be coming back.
Holzer keeps the ball. Flag on the play.
Penalty on the Panthers.
Holding against the Panthers.
2:34 left on it.
Ben Foss is back out there, and good sportsmanship shown by, it looked like number 98, Jackson Pettit, checking on to make sure he was okay on the field, which was
good.
nice.
That's good to see. It's good that it's happening on the field.
A big penalty for Panthers here.
Now you got 2nd and 20, 2:30 and counting left here in the 4th quarter. Holzer comes in with the play. Hilltoppers thought they had the onside kick. That was denied. Now a penalty for holding by the Panthers, and they've got the 2nd and 20. Holzer to throw. Pressure applied down the sideline and almost caught. Nice reach out attempt for that grab. He almost was able to catch that ball in coverage. And unfortunately, there is what appears to be an injury. He came down hard on his knee.
Seiler's had a couple of those tonight, and hopefully he can get back up. I mean, he's had a great game tonight.
Oh, that is not good.
Mr. Everything.
I mean, he has been fantastic tonight. And obviously, they were looking for the big play, and that's the guy you go to.
Yeah, you hate to see it when it's a lower body injury, too. It could be just from the cold and landing.
2:02 left on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Hilltoppers have a 3-point lead, but Seiler moving now. That's good. Looks like he's more holding upper body.
Maybe the wind got knocked out of him. That's possible.
Than it is his knee.
Again, these weather conditions, when the field gets cold like this, it's not you're extending for a football and you're landing. It's not going to be a graceful fall to the ground, that's for sure.
Toppers gathering more towards their sideline here. And now it does look like they're looking at a knee, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's getting up now. That's good news. Seiler gets to his feet and gets back to the sideline. The fans, of course, showing their appreciation. What a day he's had.
Yeah, he's been great tonight. And the thing is, 2:02 left. If he can't continue, that's a big loss for the Panthers here down the stretch.
Well, any coach will tell you, somebody else has to step
That's
up
right.
if he's out, you know.
Mike McCarthy said that all the time.
2:02 left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 20. Holzer throwing, almost hit as he throws, completes the pass, and deep into Onalaska territory.
Great catch. Seam route again. Pettit.
And Pettit has been big in the receiving end. The tight end deep downfield. Holzer with a nice delivery.
Yeah, he was under pressure, like you said, Rick. That was a great throw. Really didn't let it bother him.
Holzer, is that a keeper?
Yep.
Looks like it is. Going to get dragged down from behind. Clock continues to tick here. 1:37 and counting. Quarterback keeper by Holzer after the nice delivery.
Is that Ben Sturr out there that made the play? The sophomore? Yeah, it was. Number 19. Good job.
Coach Yashinsky getting some fresh legs out there. 2nd and 5. Holzer keeps it again. Try to get him down from behind. He's going to be very close.
Yeah, I think he's right at it, Rick. If not, it's going to be a tight one.
Clock ticking towards 1 minute remaining.
Hurry up.
2 timeouts for the Panthers. 3 timeouts for the Hilltoppers. 54
Fumble.
seconds. That ball is loose.
Onalaska
Ball is
says
loose.
they have it.
Let's wait and see what the officials say. It's a lot of times the instinct of a player to celebrate when they think maybe a teammate got it. So what's the verdict here? Yep, 4th down and 1. Gino trying to pump up the fans on the opposite side of the field.
And timeout was
they'll
taken.
take a timeout.
Yep.
Indeed. 40 seconds left. We'll keep it right here, Scotty. We talked about the blocked field goal. And so if they feel that they may, want to kick it here, they could tie the game, but I think they want to win it.
Yeah, you would think in this situation you would want to try to punch it in with 40 seconds left, and it's a yard. But again, Onalaska's defense has done a really good job against them tonight. So, the high percentage play would be go for the field goal.
Hilltoppers hope it's the longest yard. They're looking for a Titans-Rams kind of finish. And here we go. Of their football season here in 2020. And the handoff up over the top should be enough. And they have 1 timeout remaining. Clock stops with the first down. They're going to rush back up to the line of scrimmage. They might want to save their timeout and just down it. Let's see what they do. Nope, they're going to run the play. Holzer rolling out right. Holzer to the end zone and incomplete.
Knocked away.
Good coverage by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, skiffed in that time, doing a good job on that drag route. Good rollout execution that time by Holzer.
They'll have multiple chances at it here with 25 seconds remaining. 27-24, Onalaska with the lead.
A great football game here tonight.
Gotta believe with Seiler back in the football game, he's going to be the guy, right?
Yep. If anything, again, we talked about it. They like to run that little roll in half.
Here we go. Here's the handoff, left side up, and
he broke a tackle.
Jeff, camera.
Jeff,
camera.
Holden
Jeff,
keeps the ball.
camera. Cord, there's something. When
camera's out.
When our guy got up and slammed something, it came loose.
Nice, you asshole. I'm gonna fucking lose it on this guy already.
Well, folks, you can hear us. You can't see anything, but nonetheless, to be expected. All right,
go.
Back up.
You know, they took a time out here to discuss what they're going to do. It's a big third down here.
Huge play, 16 seconds left on the clock. Ball about as far as you can have it for St. Croix Central. Hilltoppers try to stop it, and St. Croix Central in to get the score with 12 seconds left.
Yeah, Dado right up the gut that time. Just running a simple trap play.
(30-27) with 12 seconds left here from St. Croix Central High School. They'll look for one. And they'll take the 4-point lead. Hilltoppers will need a touchdown with
behind your golden boy Carson Hintzman, who made a huge hole for Dado to run through. High percentage.
Again, it was competitive.
12 seconds left. Let's see if the Hilltoppers try to pull out something a little tricky here on this kick return. But really, you haven't had a chance to return them today because Pettit's been able to bury it past the end zone.
No, I think more than likely they're just going to have opportunity to maybe get a big play offensively throwing the football, which they've been able to do tonight. 12 seconds is a long time in a football game with 3 timeouts, too.
Pettit to kickoff. Hilltoppers down by 4. 12 seconds left. Kick is high. And it's returnable. Looking for a seam, not going to get it. 7 seconds it should be, but 6 seconds left. And 1 play for the Hilltoppers remaining in this one. Although they do have all of their timeouts.
Yep. Woods coming out of the end zone with it. Let's see if the Panthers are probably going to play a prevent style defense, keeping everybody deep would be my guess.
Throw complete. Little pitch. Nicky Odom. Odom looking to see if he can beat people. He's got a blocker in front. Shovel back. Here we go again. And the circus will stop with a dead ball, and the ball is dropped. And that will do it. Hilltoppers tried a couple of pitch backs to see if they can work the ball down the field with a little bit of luck. And St. Croix Central will win this one by the final score of 31-27 here in front of their home fans. We'll have your BA Burrito postgame coming up in just a moment on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CouleeGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum.
My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari. Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Welcome to the BA Burrito Company post-game show on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Here's our Captain Rick, and giving it everything we got, Scotty. Beam me up.
Welcome to the BA Burrito postgame show. Rick and Scotty from St. Croix Central High School. Fans are departing. It was a hard-fought game, a great football game between St. Croix Central, and I thought on the field it was a war, but it was also a couple of teams that really respected each other a little bit more than the fans. But nonetheless, you have the numbers.
Yeah, Onalaska actually outgained St. Croix Central 469 to 421 here tonight. 10 yards per play, 173 yards in the air compared to 119. 3 touchdown passes tonight for Aiden Larson, rushing 296 against 302, so not too shabby as far as those numbers on the ground. Larson 7 for 15, 173 yards and 3 touchdowns. Albert Romero 15 carries, 175 yards, 11 yards a clip and a touchdown. Aiden Larson 81 yards on the ground and about a 7-yard clip. Savern with the 7-yard clip at 30. Hudson Weber tonight 4 catches, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns, both of them beautiful touchdown catches for number 15. And looking back for St. Croix Central, Taden Holzer 6 for 13, 119 yards, a touchdown and a pick. On the ground, 105 yards for Holzer. 2 touchdowns. It's like we talked about, Rick. He's a dual threat. Seiler, 76 yards on the ground, 4.8 a carry. They really kept him in check tonight, I thought the Onalaska defense did. Fisher with that one big run for 34 yards. Mason Dado, of course, with the game-winning touchdown at the end, 31 yards on the ground. Receiving tonight, Jason Pettit, the unsung hero for the Panthers, 96 yards and a touchdown. And I think the difference, Rick, that turnover in the red zone by the Hilltoppers that they could have maybe scored a touchdown probably was the difference in this one.
Yeah, turnovers were key, Scotty. There's no question about that. Thanks to Mike Rude for giving us the numbers as he typically does, and that's fantastic. We'd like to be able to provide
Mike.
you guys with that. Definitely check out WXOW tonight and Scotty Emmerich and the highlights and all that stuff, because I know he's been following tonight's game as he does each and every week, Friday Night Lights and all the sports that go on. Does a fantastic job. Please definitely watch the highlights tonight and watch them every night on WXOW. Scotty, you want to take one more quick break here, and then we'll come back. We'll name our BA play of the day, and then we'll make our journey, our trek back to
Sounds good,
Onalaska.
because I'm going to go in the press box and get our stuff before they close the door.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, because we got to pack it all up. We'll take one more break. Be back in just a moment here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Coulee region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeups, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only. The October F-Bomb is the Jamaican Jerk Mun, your choice of pork or chicken with all the BA goodness and special tangy jerk sauce. Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
Rick and Scotty wrapping things up from St. Croix Central High School. Again, the final score tonight, St. Croix Central defeats the Onalaska Hilltoppers 31-27. Scotty guarding our extension cord to make sure we can finish our broadcast and do what we need to do for our great sponsors. So, yeah, you just hold tight up there.
I'm good, man.
We were discussing BA play of the day. It's been an adventure tonight. Let's just say that. It's been a great football game, but some things that didn't need to happen here tonight. But nonetheless, we got two that we've kind of debated on. We weren't 100% sure which one we should go with. I mean, the 60-yard pass from Aiden Larson to Hudson Weber was a magical offensive play. But then you have that huge run, 46 yards by Albert Romero. And we're kind of split on it, I think.
Yeah, I tell you what, that touchdown pass was a beautiful throw, but man, Albert is just so powerful, and he's fun to watch, and I can't not nominate him again this week. I mean, that run was great, and it answered a touchdown by the Panthers. I mean, that was what the doctor ordered, and I think every fan would agree that's watched our broadcast so far this year. Albert Romero is a stud at running back.
He's a stud and a great kid as well. We were lucky to have him on our pregame show here tonight. All right, Scotty. For Scotty Grand, color comments. Nice job again tonight, buddy. Jeff Ross on camera. I'm Rick Franke. We will
warm up the feet.
We just got to thank our sponsors here, and then we'll finish things up on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
We hope you enjoyed this evening's coverage of Onalaska athletics on the Coulee Region Sports Network, presented by Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Big Al's Lacrosse, great pizza since 1979. Chiropractic Place, Family Wellness Centers, natural, gentle, and effective care. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. The Crow Lacrosse, American Gastropub, and Bourbon Bar. Noble Insurance, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Howie's Lacrosse, thank you for 75 years. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. BA Burrito Company, boldly mix mad flavors, delivered right to your door. And by Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. And by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. This has been a Coulee Region Sports Network presentation. Please subscribe to the CRSN YouTube channel to get immediate notifications as soon as we go live anywhere. And also to watch archives of our sports coverage. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to watch highlights and the latest local and regional sports information.
Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.